people. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Elevate the Show. I think it's my loudest one yet.
Brother man!
Brother man!
Brother man!
See, now Lydell ain't gonna do all that hollering like we do. Yeah, he just gonna be.
I talk low, man.
He just gonna be. And like I've noticed, like when Lydell talking the mic, it's like you can hear 90% of what he's saying. I can only catch 70%. I'm like, man, slow down. Shut your mouth a little bit, please. So now I'm working on how to talk in the microphones. If I gotta talk like this the whole time. But when I get passionate about a topic, I'm sorry, audio people. I'm just sorry. I can't help the fact that when I get passionate, when we talk about AI and how it's going to be Skynet if we're not careful, or how ChatGPT, there's a plug-in now. You click it and say, type me a whole book with one click. You just got to give it a topic, and it does the chapters and everything. Yes. AI is transforming before our very eyes. We have Megatron on our hands.
Give it like 3-4 years.
Yeah, we got Megatron on our hands.
I know it's some people that do like live Twitch streams and stuff. They are actually trying to like give their rights over to AI. Like have it where it can like pick up who they are. It can feel like they feel, talk like they talk.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm trying to be iRobot.
Another Sonic. Can you tell me who this man in this picture is, detective? You? No, it is you, detective. I'm like, alrighty then, bro. You just drew the picture. And no, that's
Spooner.
Not my best. Spooner, Spooner and Sonner. You got two just weird name people. Both start with an S. Now that is the right question. I used to love saying that in college to people. Dexter, what you gonna get to eat? Now that's the right question. I don't know what y'all cooking. We cooking chicken Alfredo. I had that yesterday. I'm going to the cafe. Cafe be closed. Feelings be hurt. Y'all got me a plate? Yeah, come on. Okay.
Matter we eat that chicken Alfredo.
It was good too.
I know it was.
I used to knock on folk door like the police. Hey! Well, that's Dexter knocking on the door.
We already know what he want.
Yeah, not like
See,
the police. Jesus.
Don't talk just like the police. Like, I've noticed.
Open up.
Like, literally, they be like, so, and I used to wear a hoodie all the time. Like, it was like a gray hoodie, like from high school that had senior on it. That's the only hoodie I had at the time. Now I got so many. I'm like, so, like, I got one with Yu Yu Hakusho, you know, Naruto. I wish I had them back in college. I wish I had my own brand back in college. And I said, oh, they'll never know who I was unless I knocked on the door. And I said, oh, it's Dexter and his second skin. I'm like, out of everything y'all gave my hoodie and that, it's got to be a second skin. They're like, yeah. But yeah, you just knock on the door like the police. And then when the police actually knock on your door, they used to think it was me. Surprise! Not me. We had an RA. That RA scared me. That RA sounded like a man when she talked. Hey!
Jesus. I had
Right.
RAs? That's interesting. I had RA, like, we had RAs when I was in, I went to Job Corps. I went to Job Corps in Florida. They had to monitor people because some wild boys out there.
Yeah, it's Florida.
Some wild boys out there.
AC in Florida is essential, especially around summertime. I have learned this. That's why I cannot be no Florida boy, because you're going to turn up be an island boy.
I need to go back down there because I'm tired of being told that I'm light skinned. No.
I mean, you go out into Georgia soon. Well, it's the same sun, you know. It just, is it the same sun?
That Florida sun is abusive.
Then I think about it.
Even on his bad days.
Right. I remember when I was in school down there, because, you know, I like to wear hoodies a lot. I used to wear a hoodie even in Florida. They be like, you don't be hot? Like, I like being hot. I had a black hoodie. I used to wear it so much that it was brown from just getting, like, burnt by the sun, I guess.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Man, you had
I be heavy on hoodie.
Off the hoodie.
Man, he turned it to look. That don't make no sense. Why?
My goddamn hoodie was tanning. Goddamn.
Hoodie said, "Man, look."
That's how my little sister is. Like, I kid you not. Even during the summer, she just got a hoodie on. Like, it's
I don't like
80
being
degrees in
cold
the
at
house.
all. I don't like being cold.
It's 80 degrees in the house.
all.
She got this thick ass hoodie on.
Ooh, that hurt my nerve. Like that don't bother. Like why it's 90-something degree and folk wearing hoodies? That like make me hot looking at
And
them.
somebody said this the same because I wear a beanie sometimes outside.
That's different though. That's a beanie.
It's just like a couple weeks ago, I came in with the shirt, the Paradise shirt,
Yeah,
long sleeve. Everybody was like, "You ain't hot." No, I feel great.
You're making me hot just looking at you. Like, ooh, my brother man, know one thing we hadn't done in a minute. Well, I did the last episode.
You did it twice. I watched the episode. I was like, "You did it twice."
I did do the intro twice, didn't I?
Don't.
I don't be paying no attention no more. Cause look, you gotta understand. I have learned while watching a lot of YouTubers, like the generic intro was like the thing that everybody did. What's going on YouTube? Blah blah blah. This that and other. Man, people got so many different flares to it. Like Mr. Beast probably had one of the best ones because he could just open up with anything he want. Today in this video, we crushed a Lamborghini. And then last 5 minutes, you see him crush a Lamborghini.
I gotta like watch a Mr. Beast like I mostly watch his interviews because he just an interesting person to me.
He really is. Like, especially when he's not in front of a camera trying to.
Yeah.
Cause I learned that he had razor paper thin budgets like with his video.
Yeah.
Like whatever he made, he put it right back in there.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. You giving people millions of dollars and stuff like that.
Man,
You
I need to
know,
move
that
to North
costs.
Carolina.
And you moving around and man.
I need to move to North Carolina and just.
That's where he is.
Yeah, North Carolina. I just need to move
Yeah, I need to
up
move
there.
there. Yeah,
About a
Need to do
month.
that.
I'll run into him. Hopefully.
Catch him at
Which
the grocery
part, though?
store.
I don't know. To see he's smart. He won't tell you report. We just know he's still in North Carolina.
Oh, I got people I know in North Carolina.
Me
I'm
too,
like,
I
hey,
was about
watch
to
a
say.
couple Mr. Beast videos. Tell me what area that is.
Hey, like
I
let me
guarantee
know.
you, if I shoot the information to her, I guarantee you she can hawk this man down where he at. She'll be
Look.
like, oh, he right here.
I need to come up.
Right.
You ain't
help me.
even got to hit. You ain't even got to
Help me
hit a
out.
lick on him. Like he just going. You want $10,000? Yeah.
You seen the joint where he was like catch you at the grocery store and he'll just draw like a circle on the ground and you
Yes.
whatever number you count to, he give you that amount of money.
He
like,
did
that's
some
pretty
dude
dope.
like doing like arm curls, like with like a 5-pound dumbbell. It's a real big swole guy. I'm like, so man, let me find out. Let me find out. I'm gonna try to at least do about.
Arm curls?
Yeah.
Probably can do
How
probably.
many? Like,
Like for every one you do, that's $1. The dude ended up walking away with almost like, I forgot exactly how much it was, but I know it had 3. I know it had 4 zeros behind it. They say he was there for days. Like, of course, with the power of editing, you can edit it out like he did it in like 30 seconds. But they said he was there for days. Like just like the guy he had stay in the house for 100 days. Either he could leave now for like 10 bands or leave at the end and get like $1 million. I think.
Oh.
Man,
Hook me up. Hook me up.
man.
What?
Run it up. I'm in the crib. I already be in the crib all the time.
I'm talking like for me, like.
for real.
For me, I feel as though, cause like he had like a family and everything, so he thinking like I'm doing it for my family. I'm like, so I understand. He like didn't he try to do like the man's worst fears and nightmares, had people in clown things. Like he literally got a crane and pulled the house in half. He was doing everything he could to get him out of it. He said that was probably one of the longest videos at the time he had filmed. He said the guy stayed there the whole time. I said, cause he got his family there. I'm like, what you expect? Like he got his family to motivate him. Of course, they gotta leave.
Give me an Xbox and the computer. Oh, it's over.
Oh,
With.
we game over.
What?
It's over.
I got the PS5 in there. Just
Right. It's over. I just need my computer just in case I get bored. I've been.
and some food. Gotta have some food.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
part.
trust me. Oh yeah, they had. I mean, you can't have anybody in the house 100 days no food.
Right. I Uber though, so I
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats me some food.
You know, I have never actually done that.
Uber Eats. Oh boy,
You done DoorDash? You ain't done none of.
I'm heavy on.
I
Matter of
looked at
fact,
the prices because I had the app at one point. I I was gonna do it as something. I looked at the price, $40 just to get it delivered here. I'm like,
Yeah, depending on where it is, what you getting, where it is. Yeah.
And like,
Then you still got to tip the driver. That's mandatory.
Yeah.
$50? Nope.
What were you trying to get?
I was just trying to get some Wendy's.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like one time I did Uber, but they brought me the wrong order. Whoever ordered, it was like $200. But it was like it was like a restaurant that I ain't never even heard of, but they had like 2 rotisserie chickens. They had all types of. I'm like, when I seen the bag, I was like, oh, this ain't mine. Cause the bag was big. I was like, all right, I just ordered some Chick-fil-A. Like, it shouldn't be this much.
Oh no, you got Chick-fil-A, all right. You got.
I ain't even eat it though. Like, I ain't even eat it. I cut up one of the chickens and just fed it to my dogs.
You had the other chickens for yourself, right?
Well, I didn't eat it, but my mom and her husband, they ate it.
Did you?
I ate some mashed potatoes. That's what I ate. They
so
refunded
you
me.
still ate in
They got
the store.
Yeah. You gotta call them and tell, or you gotta send like a little message and be like, I didn't get my order. They refund you because they can either refund you money or they refund you like credits.
Yeah.
I be thinking I take the credits just because one, it's instant when they do the credits, and then two,
money it take too long.
I be on Uber Eats all the time anyway. I'm real life low key lazy because Chick-fil-A right down the street. I just don't be wanting to get up.
No, where you stay at, it really is. I just realized
right there. I could walk to Chick-fil-A for real, but nah, I'm cool.
I mean you could be over there trying to figure out a breakthrough with AI or something. So
that part.
Or like,
that's why they need to hurry up. Give me an iRobot.
Gonna be
like, hey Sonny, go ahead and jog on over there.
I can see it right now. I have an order ready for Mr. Lydell. Is this it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Sonny. Shoot, if you know how to drive, go ahead and get in that car, Sonny. Go get my order.
No, I'm saying, look, I need you to tear.
I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be fat, man.
Now.
I'm gonna be fat.
Please get out the way.
It's gonna be over with, boy. I'm gonna be fat, man. If AI get like that, I'm gonna be fat because I'm not gonna do nothing. I probably ain't gonna even walk.
It's the right
if
question.
I had an AI robot like that, it's gonna game with me. Hey, hop on the game real quick.
No, because homie gonna get smart on you. He said, "Oh, this is my brother that I'm playing with. You have automatically lost." He gonna click. His whole body gonna glow red.
He gonna be low key recording everything you ever did every time y'all play, so he gonna know everything you possibly could do.
He's going to hit X now, so I must press triangle.
Right.
I must jump before he ducks. Oh man!
Oh my God!
I don't even think I'll walk. I'm like, hey Sonny, come carry me upstairs. Carry me up.
Well, we know what you're gonna do with AI. You know what you do with a robot.
I'm lazy. Carry me upstairs.
Me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, look, when I'm not here, I need you to look up everything to get me out a job.
That part.
Like, okay.
And I don't show up. When I don't show up, hey Sonny, go on in and clock in for me.
Like you know what I do now. Yes, you are a lead. So I need you to be the best version of myself as a lead. Okay. I'll go ahead and let them know you're in there. Alrighty then.
Can I bring my robot to work?
Hey,
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold it down right here.
Did he make it to the work? All right. Yeah, he's on the ceiling now. What is he doing up there? He says he's perfecting your craft, doing what you wouldn't do. Hanging on the ceiling? He said he can see everything now. Okay.
That part, I ain't gonna lie. That part.
He says he sees everything now. What you mean by everything? Everybody is scared to leave to go to the bathroom now because he yells very loud. Hey, where are you going? Get back to your spot, please. You have 30 seconds. 29, 28, 5. What happened to the others? Sonny just going. I come in feeling for you. No, you are incomplete. You must stay home with family. Stay. Okay, I got it, bro.
I can see it on the podcast.
I better get paid though.
I can see an AI like you on the podcast, brother man. Brother man, what's wrong with you, brother man?
Like you do know we could actually do a podcast just all AI, right?
Yeah.
It can simulate our voices and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I sound goofy as hell.
I can't picture myself.
I want to do this one AI I seen just because I want to see, because I'm not no photogenic person, but it's called Try It On. I'm gonna send it to you.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Because it's a dude I watch on YouTube or on. I mostly see him on Instagram. Named Chisel Adonis. He did it. He was like, this app got me looking like a reverend.
It's like it lets you try on like AI. I've seen that because someone did it with some shoes. They're like, so I just want to see what I look like with Jordans on because I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars.
I was like, it take a picture of you. I think you just put your face in there and then it'll do everything else for you. I was like, boy,
bro was like, so
because like people be doing it for I guess like. For their what is the job thing, the job app when you're trying to get a job?
Indeed.
Yeah, they do that for their picture and stuff. It make it look they look super professional because it's like it might be them in a suit or something like that.
I need to update my profile picture then.
Yeah,
I ain't even got
try it on. I was like, man, I like this. I want to look important. Well, every picture you see, I'm being a suit. People are like, this dude rich. Nah, they got generated. You don't know, but they got generated.
Little do you know. I just took a picture of my face. Doggone, brother, man, you okay?
I had one in my throat.
It's okay. Pause.
I had a loogie in my throat. I'm good now.
So, brother, man, you
Yes,
said you have reached a point of realization in life.
Yes.
You said a lot has happened since they have seen you on camera.
Yes.
Now, keep in mind, you have over 2,000 some people potentially that's gonna watch you. And you know these folks, they love to just hear what we gotta say sometimes.
They always do.
Sometimes, because I don't say some controversial stuff on here apparently that I didn't know at the time. Did I care? Not at the time. That's why so many episodes still in the vault now. Now I think about it, now that I really think about it, we got more. We probably have more episodes in the vault than we have actually put. Like the very first podcast we did, we were so lit and so loud, like. The audio couldn't pick up at all.
It wasn't even a podcast. I was just partying on camera.
Look, I mean, we were happy that we was able to pull it off. Cause I kept putting it off for the dumbest reason too. Like if I do another podcast, I'm gonna tell just my whole life story on there. Like, brother man tell you, all right, we're gonna do it this day. Oh, never mind, son came up. Then it turned out 30 minutes later the person cancels. I'm like, well, brother man don't know how to come, so I'm just gonna sit here in solitude like Superman. My fortune of solitude, just that I ain't gaining no power from the sun.
And I just be at home like, damn, no podcast. I ain't back in the game.
Then I'm like, so you know what, Bumper, we gonna do it. I was getting a haircut, brother man doing the podcast this day. We were so loud, you know, like when you get so loud, like the audio and the video, like it just start to separate, like it start cutting itself off. Yeah, that's how we was. We
had to dial it down a little bit.
Yeah, we did 2 episodes in one day. I probably won't do that one again. Cause that, oh my goodness.
I thought, that's what a lot of people do. They do like 2-3 episodes one day,
and then like they just chop it up.
Yeah,
I don't thought about it, but at the same time, that's like
I think it's real good for like TikTok content and stuff.
Yes, cause I've looked at some people when they do it. They're like, I just got a full day just filming. I'm like, our podcast be like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm like, we would have to start in the morning and had to be finished by 6 o'clock.
They do that jump like a job for real. They put in 8 hours on that boy.
I mean, but if it's bringing in revenue, you gotta do whatever it takes.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. I mean, it legitimately is a job then at that point.
As long as it's a job you love.
Right.
So this realization.
Yeah, what's that about?
So did you turn into Pain from Naruto?
No, I don't hope you don't go that far.
No.
You turn into Nagato?
No.
You ain't turn into Naruto?
No, I know you done seen the post.
Yes. You ain't turn into Batman, did you?
No.
Okay, because if you did, I need you to front about 2-3 million.
I can't do that.
I'm just saying.
I can't do that. I ain't Bruce Wayne.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, maybe you can ask AI. I'm gonna do that. How to become Bruce Wayne? Cause he a billionaire. Don't know what he do.
He owned like Gotham, basically.
Well,
and man got like what, several satellites?
Look, we don't have a Gotham in real life, so I can't be Batman. I can't own Covington. That would be nice. I can just own a county. I would be happy.
I don't even know how that would work. I don't know.
Unless you become mayor.
I ain't become
me. You don't even really own it. You just like the representative for that county, really.
They gonna look at me like, oh, it's him.
Bruce Wayne, everything that go on there, he owns. It's his business.
I don't think no on with the crime.
Yeah, that part.
That's why he's Batman, so he can own the crown then.
No, he vengeance.
One punch at a time.
But yeah, it was what you and Cam told me,
Oh,
or
Lord.
told me to do.
What did me and Cam tell you to do?
Read the Bible.
Hey, look, it worked, didn't it?
It worked in ways I can't even explain.
Did it make your head hurt?
No, I had to read it twice to get a better understanding.
Oh, that's understandable.
But I will say this: I didn't read First Corinthians though. Every time I put it in my head, I need to read it. Something distracted me, or I just forgot. But
You must not be religious.
Huh?
You must not be religious.
But I do believe, I can say that. I do believe there is a higher power. I do believe Jesus walked the earth and he died for our sins. And there is like a judgment day. Like everybody's gonna be judged, whether we follow God or whether we follow Satan. So I do believe in that, but no, I don't believe. I'm not religious because, like, we had this discussion before, like how a lot of religions, they follow the same trail, but they all have different beliefs. They all, well, some of them believe in the same God, but they all have different paths on how they believe or how they travel.
Yeah,
basically.
That's just different culture, stuff like that. But yeah, religion for the most part is the same, just different names and stuff like that.
Like
I ain't no religious dude, but I respect it. Like I think it's not really for me, I guess I would say. But
As long as you respect it. Because, you know, some folk, man.
I think it's a lot of stuff that, let's say the Bible, I think it's a lot of stuff in there that's good, like mentality-wise. It'll give you the right mindset. Like, my honest to God view on it, I don't know if I want to say that because I'm going to sound like a bad person. But I think it's good, I guess. That's how I'm gonna leave it there. Because if I get to it, I'm gonna sound like a horrible person. So
been no anger. A lot of folk blossom. We don't want him on the show no more. Hey, look, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
It's a lot of people, even at our job, that be like, they ask me stuff, and then once I get into my opinion of things, they be like I didn't think that you thought like that. It's like, hey,
well
man,
then,
you come from where I come from, you understand.
But I will say this: I did read a majority of First John.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, brother man, it basically pointed out that you can't live a life for God if you live in a life of sin. Basically, that's what the whole chapter was saying.
You can't live a double life.
Yeah.
That part.
And it was like, the way I took it, you have to accept the life you are living before you can live another. Like, whether you live in, let's just say you live in an average life. You go to work, come home, you don't do much, pay your bills on time, got a girl, kids, hang out with your friends, whatever, drink, smoke, whatever you do in your leisure time. That's your normal life. That's your average day.
Mm-hmm.
And you go out of the way and do something you ain't supposed to do. Let's just say,
Skin a cat.
okay,
Jesus
you can
Christ.
skin a cat.
You said start out the way. There's no
Way out
animals
the way,
harmed in the middle of this. In the middle of this podcast.
Well, let's just say skinning that cat was a sinful thing for you to do.
I don't know why you would skin a cat.
I don't know either, but you didn't think too much of, oh, I did it, it's whatever. You ain't gonna think much about it. But somewhere down the road, you're gonna have a subconscious thought, oh, damn, I shouldn't have done that. You know, you're gonna have a guilty conscience about it. But you can't take it back now because
You don't skin that cat.
yeah, so you just gotta live with the consequences.
You can't put the skin back on the cat.
Mm-mm.
You can try.
So that's like a small misdemeanor of a malice lifestyle. Then it could get heavy. You start doing other stuff. Somebody might be a criminal. They might be robbing banks, robbing stores and stuff because they want to provide for their family. They got the right mindset. Oh, I need money so I can pay for my family, but you're going about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
That part, yeah.
And that's how I was seeing the scripture. Like, it's not so much people just want to be out here, oh, I want to be a criminal. I want to kill somebody. I want to rob a bank.
No.
They're not.
Some people. You don't, that small portion of people. They
some psychos out there.
But
don't be thinking.
But like people in desperate times, they can do just about anything they put their mind to.
Mm-hmm. Look at Katrina in New Orleans. Had them with normal living people. They hit. I gotta survive somehow.
I think that's basically, well, I don't think, but because it can be any perspective, but the way I saw it, you do what you got to do to survive, basically. And only God can judge you based on that, because anybody in that same situation will have to do the same. If not, they would fold. They would probably succumb to that amount of malice or whatever the struggle, in life.
Because struggle is real.
It definitely is.
Struggle, it'll make or it'll break you. That's one realization that I definitely have learned from. Like, being in I would say, because me, I'm more of I ain't gonna say religious nut. That's what they put on titles. That's the title. Me, I'm the one that, like, I read for the understanding. I know what I believe in. I stand 10 toes in it. Anybody who sit there and disagree with me, that's on you. I did my part. I told you. I presented it to you in a way that was not, ramming it down your throat, pause. Like, I'm basically giving it to you like, I was like a conversation. What you do with it after that is what you do with it after that. But when I came to the realization of, like, it is a verse in the Bible that says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. You got to understand what that really means. People think, I can do anything. You got to be content with what you got to do. Because if you're not content with how you are living in that moment, you're going to forever, like, you might step into that, I got to do this to, supply, needs and wants for my family. Or I got to do this. Now, you got to do something wrong to try to do something good. Because I heard a lot, and people said on TV shows, so is a guy wrong for robbing a store to get baby formula for his baby that's hungry? I'm like, if you look at it from the father point of view, no. He want to make sure that his baby fed. But if you look at it from society point of view,
that's a slippery slope. Because, I mean, I would throw, like, let's say the 10 Commandments. So you stole. Ain't that a commandment?
Yes, like, you say, thou shalt not steal.
So yeah.
And then folk blossom, because folks throw that in and blossom, on the 10 Commandments, don't say thou shalt not steal. Like, when you get back to the bottom line of it, and when you get down to it, he stole. Yeah, he was doing it for a good reason, but he still committed a
crime.
Yeah, he still committed a sin.
I think when it comes to all the commandments and stuff, I think it's more, don't make those things a habit, because I think all of those things in there are things that can become a habit, and those habits become you. So that's where I think that's kind of the mindset. It's like, don't kill people, because once you start to do it, you start liking it. You're a murderer now. Like, you low-key weird, or like you a thief now if you steal all the time, or
I never actually looked at it that way.
When
that makes sense.
Or when you look at it like the adultery thing. So basically, don't have sex with somebody else's wife or something like that, because you gonna put them in a position where they might feel like they need to kill you. So you corrupted them with your actions. That's how I look at that type of stuff.
I never looked at it that way until now.
And that's like basically what I was leading to. Like, don't become the mistake that you made. Basically.
Yeah. I learned that in my own life, just
like how
because of stuff I experienced. And then it's like you get indulged in that, and it's like, I don't want to be here. I gotta distance myself from it.
I gotta separate myself.
Like you said, skin a cat. That was just your first cat. You thought nothing of it. You see another one, might want to skin that one. Then it become a trend.
I never looked at it that way.
That's why
you opened up my eyes to that one. Wow.
That's why I said, like, if somebody follows that path, they have to be content with what they're doing. They have to accept that and accept the consequences that come with that lifestyle.
Every choice has a consequence. I don't care if it's good, bad, or in between. Remember the first time I heard that, if you make a good choice, it's a consequence from that. I'm like, huh? They're like, it's a good consequence, but it's a consequence. I'm like, that don't make no sense. They said when you live life a little bit, it'll start to make sense a lot more. I started living life a little bit. I'm like, I wouldn't call it a consequence. Like, I think they'll try to make it like, basically, no matter what choice you make, whatever action, it's going to have.
Consequence just means result. That's all it means.
So in my head, it's like, I'm
It can be
like
taken negatively.
Yeah.
the three of us. We done some pretty stupid things in our life. If we haven't,
That part.
yeah, I'm gonna say because we haven't.
That part.
We done done some pretty stupid things in our life, and like we might still be living in like something like in the shadow of like what it caused, like in the mistake of it. I know for me, I know mine was. No, and I had a lot of. Now I think about it, I can't say all of them. Now I think about it.
Some of mine I'm not gonna say on this mic.
Yeah, because it's like it's nothing legal, but it's like, yeah, my significant other knows all of them. So as long as she know, my family know most of them. It's something that my family don't know, that my significant other know. But yeah, like you got to understand that, like you said, you got to be content with the fact that if you keep doing that same thing, like you said, now you become the habit. Cause like when people say, "Oh, you are what you eat," if you eat nothing but junk food,
You a junkie.
I mean, a food junkie, but you a
Food
junkie. Like if you eat nothing but like healthy food, like basically like stuff that benefits your body, like whatever that brown stuff you be drinking.
Oh, Kachava.
What it?
Kachava. I'll show it to you. It's on Instagram.
Kachava. That sound like some anime drink or something.
Ka-chow.
Sound
That's
like
what it sound like.
Kachow.
Yeah, Kachava. Yeah, I seen it on Instagram, and then I was like, looked at the flavors, and I was like, yeah, I like this.
But
The
like
chai?
it's like it's beneficial to your health.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty sure brains like in my head it's like doing like you'll be shocked. Then I hit people like you are what you watch. They're like, what you mean by that? I like so if you watch nothing but stuff that's giving you knowledge, like you'll become smarter just by watching it. Like I can tell just by if I put Lydell, me and you in a room with people who don't know how to do certain things or don't, they're gonna pick up on something.
Yeah.
Because notice we ain't talking about squirrels on the podcast in a minute.
I know, right? And I see them every day.
I know they run around. Look, they don't have. These are new age of squirrels. They immortal.
You know,
Almost.
one cussed me out yesterday. Like
What?
I literally heard it say "F you."
See that would happen when you see.
This guy.
Don't be a
I'm
brother,
literally
man.
just walking to the car. I'm just all I felt "F you." Like
You know what?
AI.
I remember I
Squirrels
joked.
got AI too.
You know what? I
It
know what.
felt
I remember I
personal. It
joked
felt
about
personal.
that. I joked about that. I think they really do have. They do have communication. But yeah, like if you watch nothing but filth,
Yeah.
you filthy.
Like they say, you are what you eat. You are the sum of the people that you put yourself
Man,
around.
I remember I forgot hit with that. Someone said if you sit in the room. I've said it so many times on the podcast. You put yourself in a room full of stupid people. Five stupid. You gonna be the sixth stupid person. Someone said, "Well, that technically isn't true." Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like
Believe
some
that.
prime example. Take Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
One of them was smarter than the other. They just stuck around each other. That's how the Macintosh first came out. Now, Steve Jobs was the one at first. He was the big party goer. Bill Gates was, I need to figure this out. That's why Microsoft, that's why really both of them still dominate. And Steve Jobs, rest in peace to him, he said a quote like, so you want to know who your real friends are? Start a business. Every friend that I had in college, without them knowing, I kept tabs on that. And I'm pretty sure the ones that watched it, I wonder which one he talking about. Like, pretty much majority of all of them, they supported in some way or another. They didn't have to buy nothing. They could have shared it. They could have said something about it. Like, someone said it at a wedding before they bought something. Then I was like, hey, y'all need to go check out that summer season 2. I was like, say it again. do it again, 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 do it again.
That you can't do anything for, but they stay around.
Yeah. So
You
it's
can't
like,
do nothing for a person he's still around. That's probably a friend.
cause like I learned while doing this podcast, like it's like when we first started, I mean, it was just me, you, Hugh, Bree, Angel, my brother, and my cousin. That was like the whole first season. I'm like, okay, I know I can have these folks on here. Second season, it's like we branched it out a little bit more. I reached out to an artist, and it caught me off guard. I thought we were gonna talk about my art. Oh, we are. But now it's like we don't have to ask for you back because what you supplied to it, people know that you are a high value artist. So now when we got to season 3, which we confirmed last, I'm pretty sure you heard the one-on-one episode. We already confirmed in season 4. We just got to finish season 3. We might have to cut it short, like bang, this the last one, season 4. Cause I look at it now to where at first Lydell was just a guest star. To where I had to sit there and text you, hey, look, we might just make Lydell a co-host now. I
Might
mean,
as well.
the man. I mean, it's convenient to where I mean, like you are hopping a skip from down the road. You provide intelligence that people might be able to understand when we not. Because I know sometimes I just run off in the mouth. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but I've learned because somebody said they was able to watch one with me, you, Brother Man, and Quan. They said they like how they saw like all the different levels of intelligence. Like they could just see it just going back and forth. And like it's almost like we were just playing volleyball. Just like there was no dead spot moment. There was no.
Yeah,
So you gonna
that's
say
what I was
something
looking
next?
at when I be looking at that one. I was like, I like getting different perspectives because everybody got different experiences.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
so like
we can know all the same stuff, but your experience gonna be completely different than mine. His experience gonna be completely different than ours and stuff like that.
and like now it's like
And
now
still be knowledgeable at the same
Right.
time.
exactly. I feel as though when you come to a realization that you just can't have everybody. Like I can't have everybody on this platform, especially not now.
That part.
Like even like when we get let's say like when we get like a studio space, like I know that I don't come to like okay I'm finna go on vacation, or
Yeah.
y'all drop this video. I know for a fact I know the both of y'all will be able to sit there.
Yeah.
Well, in space. Like so, what they talking about space now? Like I just can't because I had to come not only just for the comfortability of my fiance and everything. With certain people, I just can't have everybody in my house on the set, cause like we don't have some questionable people on this show. Like it's been episodes with me and him and carried the whole show, and the guest star just like this. It's a floating head right
Shots fired.
here. That ain't no shot fired. That just being real.
Shots fired.
Like it's been a couple
know
people
one.
we've had to carry.
I know one.
I know one too.
I ain't gonna say their name
Please don't.
because I don't even know their name.
Oh man,
I just know.
floating head. That's
Yeah,
That's how I refer to
Floating head.
because you gave them a nickname, I ain't gonna say it.
floating head. It went right over their head in that episode too. When we were talking, they didn't even know what we were talking about. Floating head. But
Floating
I've
head.
learned that with this, like when you come to a realization, because I had to be content with the fact that I just can't have. Because I'm pretty sure I can have some interesting people on the show that I know it break. The prime example, the one where it was me, you, Hugh, Rob, Jug, and Carter. That one would have instantly blew up all over Macon.
Y'all had 6 people?
6 people on the pod. We sat in that room over there.
Jesus.
That's
good though.
Like the amount, it was no dead moment. Everything was just bouncing off.
Bouncing
It was
off,
like basically like them big giant podcasts they used to have. It's just that the format and the way it was going.
I think Joe Budden. I think he got 6 people. On his
Yeah,
podcast.
so it's like this is just how I felt about it. I didn't put it out because it was great. It would I know it would have gained a lot of attention, but it's what was being talked about, what was being said. YouTube got certain rules. You can't say certain things.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Some
man,
people
this-
don't be
man, this one
social
gonna hurt,
media
though.
or
Yeah.
YouTube conscious.
Yeah, I'm like, man, like this one gonna hurt to put in a vault. Like me, and like I had to take the audio down like about like a couple months later. Cause I'm like, so you can't have it on one and not the other. So I'm like, I don't know how this platform does with that. Like I said, I still look at it. I still get good laughs from it because it's like that was a good experience. But like now, you really do got to be conscious of what you sell here.
I'm about to say, can't you just post the audio version on Spotify?
I did, and I had to take it down. I was like, I didn't want to, but it like, and that one was gaining traction. Like, that was one of the first ones that got over like 100 because, I mean, you got 6 different personalities on there, all coming
Everybody
together
getting
in
they
one
fix.
room for like an hour and some change. We didn't have no topics. We were just running off at the mouth. It was literally just, that was like the first, I guess you could say, the first freestyle podcast because we actually did 3 because I didn't know what the name of it. Freestyle 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Part 3 is the
I
first
feel
one
like
that
that
got
should
over.
be like its own like series. Like if you started doing a little YouTube playlist, it's
Yeah.
like okay, the freestyle ones, and then you got like the more topic based ones.
I have thought about it because like when I named it Elevate the Show, I'm like, okay, I want it to be like, yeah, it's on YouTube, but it's gonna have like different sections. So like for the people who are like religious, like and they like to hear that type stuff, they want to hear it from different points of view. I got like a little topic for that, real talk. People go click on it. Oh, I want to hear about this, or like the one-on-one, like it's just me and somebody else. I said, oh well, he's sitting there. They going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I'm like for like the topic based is like the main thing. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, I still find it hard to believe that we made it this far. Cause my head like we don't stop so many times because of life and all the other stuff.
Yeah, that's normal stuff. That's
Like,
normal.
I mean, cause it's been times where we don't have to sit there and like, brother, man, I didn't like that episode.
And had to redo.
Like some,
It was like what, a few episodes like that.
yeah, like some weird. Cause it'd be like after one when we come back, and I'm like, we try to put the energy into it. We try. We had them up moments, and them just be like some. And I hate. Is he gonna say something? I'm gonna say something.
That must be when y'all first started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
Yeah, I should be comfortable with it now.
Now I'm just in here lit. Like, let go. I got a topic. Matter of fact, I got 5.
like some,
Let's talk about one of them.
just one, oh maybe 2, maybe 3. We sitting there looking crazy.
And talk about all the topics in one episode.
And looking crazy in the whole process. Cause like I said, I feel as if now, especially with the podcast platform, it has granted a lot of opportunities for people just to be themselves.
Yeah.
Cause like for someone like an introvert, man, that's like you like that. That's like a gateway for you. Like you can sit here and give somebody your full intelligence and your full playthrough on how life was and your life experiences. You ain't even gotta sit there and be in front of them.
Right.
Me, you put me in front of somebody, a room full of people. Let me tell y'all about this time I knocked on somebody's door, and they broke
I think
the
you
door.
kind of you like talking to people and stuff like that.
To a certain degree, like if it's like around people that have similar, I won't say standard, but similar ways of thinking. But now I've been in a room with some people, I can scratch my head like I don't see how the world y'all made it this far. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, y'all made my head hurt.
I don't know. I be like that, but I'm a what is it? I'm a very empathic person, so I know how to understand other people's perspective.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But then again, like me personally, I'm an ambivert. I can be an introvert.
Yeah.
I can be an extrovert. Yeah. But when I'm like on my lone wolf type thing, you know, just to myself.
All right, 6.
Sometimes I attract the most interesting people.
Yeah.
Like they just like
You
walk
do.
up. They walk up to me. Hey, how you doing, sir? Like, and they just carry the conversation. I'm like,
I'm like that too.
where did you even come
I
from?
don't
You got a
like
face where people just want to talk to you.
Yeah, and I had
Jesus
somebody
Christ.
tell me that this old lady, brother, man, I was just getting food at Hardee's. I'm waiting on my food. She literally walked up to me. How you doing, son? You look like such an interesting person. You just look so handsome. I thank you. Can you mind if I stand here and talk with you a bit and just talked about her whole life, how her husband was in the hospital for wrecking a 4-wheeler, a go-kart, and his truck.
Man, he had an interesting life.
Yeah, just talked about everything. I'm just sitting there listening like, back in that large right here. Thank you. Finally.
Shout out to Wendy's.
Shout out Wendy.
Like,
We need that sponsorship. Hey, don't be shocked. No, Wendy's been reached out. But I was like, oh.
and I was about to get some too on the way here. I was like, nah, I got this sausage in the car.
I would have got something to eat, but my phone died and I couldn't say nothing. Couldn't say nothing. So I was like, I would have been like, hey, I'm about to stop.
Charger in your car?
I don't know what happened to it.
Oh,
I had
man.
one. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, so we would have sat around and did nothing.
Cause I was like, I was coming, but I'm like, damn. I got to drive past like Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Zaxby's, all that to get here.
Like you stay straight or you turn.
Well, technically I do. Like when I come out where Salem Road and Browns Bridge is.
Yeah.
So right there, like I got to cross through that to get there.
Okay. Well, in my head, I know that.
You stay like going to my sister's house.
Yeah, I stay in Ellington.
The silos. That's
Yeah, silos.
Man, that joke was hilarious in middle school. Y'all know they building things. We gonna call it the silos. Why? Because they got silos. Oh.
I remember I was talking to this girl and she came to my crib and she seen those. She was like, "Do they got something in them?" I don't know. Like,
They probably
they been here just waiting for me. I don't know. I know what they are. I just know they silos. That's it. That's all I was concerned with.
And I find like how we able like this is, I guess you could say, a change in topic. You ever wondered like how like different languages look when they text each other?
Like different, yeah.
You know, like for us, like when we texting, like it's just English. Like it's like, hey, but like I tried to like picture like Chinese people texting. I wonder what, like, cause like the language barrier is so unique. Like just like that whole rap, it's so unique because I'm like the people like they doing something to this house, like they remodeling it from the ground up, and like they ask like could they use a light like to like cut the stone or whatever. I'm thinking, oh, I think they use like they want to have a light so they can see in the house. Oh, when they got them studio lights, he said, no, can we use like the light, like the power from the house? I'm like, man, the power, like, and light, those are two different things. Like, yeah, you could have just said electricity. But to him, like, they probably say that.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, this language barrier thing is tripping me out.
Yeah, the way
I be thinking about that too, cause like
cultures speak. Yeah,
like how we all talking in English now. I be thinking, I wonder is that how it sounds when somebody is in Japanese or Spanish? Is that how they sound to each other when they talk?
yeah. Because I mean, essentially, you know, like when you listening to somebody that's speaking whatever language, it just sounds like noise to you because you don't understand it.
Like baby,
that's how we sound to them.
Just gibberish.
The only thing that's different, they say it with English, is most other like. I know Spanish is like that. Most other languages are more rhythmic. That's why you can't tell where the breaks are. In ours, we break, so it's you can hear every individual word. If you ever heard somebody talking in Spanish, it just sounds like one big thing that they say because they're more rhythmic with their language. I study language a lot just to understand it.
Yeah,
like
so
to me,
they say it's harder to learn. Like if you know, let's say you know Spanish, it's easier to learn every other language. But if you know English first, it's harder because English isn't rhythmic like every other language, pretty much.
But I've been told by people who are like bilingual, they say it's harder for them to like it was harder for them to learn English.
Yeah,
because we have like our English dictionary is like forever changing. And then like some words they spelt the same, but different meaning. Some sound the same, totally different meaning.
Yeah.
What was one of the words like there, and there?
Yeah.
Man, that used to trip me up so much at school. Like they, there. I'm like, you just said the same word 3 times. I know the spelling, and it means like there is like a group of people. There, like over there, and there like is my. I'm like, come on now, this is making my head hurt.
Then you got 2 words like neither, neither. Yeah. Same thing.
Most other languages, when you listen to them, when you learn their language, you learn that like one thing could actually mean 3 different things.
Yeah. That is true. Cause like, especially when watching anime, you just watch it in sub. In my head, I was repeating half the stuff we sound like. They just said one thing, but it meant that whole sentence. I'm like, man, y'all sound more simple than we do.
Listen to on Instagram, like all his whole Instagram is he was like I ain't gonna say teaches you how to talk in Japanese, but that's what he does. He'll be like, I'm gonna tell you how to say this in Japanese, and he's gonna give you 3 different phrases. He's gonna give you like a nice phrase that means one thing, the neutral phrase, and then like the mean version of it. I was like, it's pretty cool. I send it to you like when I next time I cross one of his
I'm gonna definitely send that to him. Be at work saying stuff in Japanese. What you say?
Because I be doing it. My little sister do that to me because she watch anime. She'll be like, "Iko yo," like, you just tell me let's go. Like, come on now. Like, I watched anime too. You can't just.
We embrace Japanese culture heavy over here. Boy.
Real hit. The cartoons, the toys.
Yeah.
But they still
the phone case. Like, I don't know if it's
the phone itself. Oh, man, look. I don't care no more. People say you gotta have it on your bucket list to go to Japan. Like, because like in certain parts of Japan, like you got old world Japan, like where they still go by traditions and customs. Then you got new world Japan, like the city Tokyo and all that. And so you can see the divide in it, but at the same time, it's like even traditional is still far more advanced than us. Cause like they're so accustomed to, doing everything by hand. I'm like, yeah, I need to go over there. I need to go. I'm gonna do the Mario Kart thing.
Like that's Japan definitely a place I want to go. I gotta go to Japan. Gotta go to Africa. I want to go to South America. I don't even really got a reason, but I just want to go to
Brazil and South Africa.
Why you want to go to Brazil and South Africa, bro?
There's many reasons I want to go to Brazil.
I know there's one reason why.
No, that ain't one. I just want to go just cause.
Yeah.
If I want to go somewhere, I'm going to Africa for that.
I have heard about this.
Yeah, I'm going to Africa.
I just want to go over there and see what it's like. See the vibe.
I don't know if I just had to go somewhere. Like now being engaged, finna be married. We talk the travel list has expanded, and I ain't say none of these places. Talking before we die, we have to go here. Like in my head, and then before we die, we have to go here by any means. Like it's like to hear. Oh, I don't want to go to Paris because like you see it so much in movies and everything. I'm like, man, I said it's a part of Paris the heart nobody know about. What the catacombs,
go over there.
the city under the city. They're like, how you know
it's stuff over there that you
can't feel.
You may not have seen in a movie or something like. Because there's probably somebody over there that's like. They want to see what the Grand Canyon look like. They've seen New York probably in a movie, but they ain't never seen the Grand Canyon or nothing like
Hey,
that.
look, when I heard about the catacombs over there in Paris, city under the city, the only way you can get in, you got to hire a smuggler. That's what they call them over there. But really, they just somebody that takes you through no trespassing. Because they showed it on YouTube. And I said, yeah, we paid this guy this amount of money, and he left us in there for dead. I was like, all right, he did.
See, I ain't.
You still want to go?
I ain't trying to go.
I'm not going to get the same guy they got because he said his name. I'm like, hey, look, man, I just want to see the entrance.
You might end up getting somebody that know him.
Not, but like the entrance, one of the entrances is like a little hole, probably about
I
the
don't know
wide.
how I feel about that type.
The wide is here. It's about this wide, and you got to crawl in. And like he said, he's like this part right here is flooded. He's like, that's a 40-foot drop. He said, be careful. Be careful. How do you know it's a 40-foot drop? Oh, because somebody fell down there one time.
Brother, man, you about to be taken.
Look,
y'all seen that movie Hostel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that got me paranoid when I'm over there. You got to chop me up. It ain't gonna happen like that.
You're gonna need Liam Neeson. You're gonna need Liam Neeson.
Hey, look.
I know a very set of skills, and I'm very trained. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Hey, look, that part shook me when I heard it.
Boy,
in the theater.
you knew he wasn't playing.
I was like, and then he said, good luck. He said, I need somebody to, can you tell me what this means right here? Can you say this phrase, good luck? I like that man.
I told you I would find you.
I told you.
Boy, I ain't even gonna lie though. That would have never happened to me because how he was talking on the phone. Hey, let her go, man. I don't think we need to play with him.
I have a particular
Hey,
set of
she
skills.
at the warehouse right here, bro. I swear I ain't touching.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
And I will kill you.
I'm talking about, but it was
On second thought, bro, look, you want him back tonight? You want him back right now? Okay, we'll bring him back tonight.
I'm talking about, but we were playing the whole recording on the plane. Just good luck.
Yeah, over and over. That boy was obsessed. He's like, boy, when I catch whoever said this, boy, it's over with.
Indeed.
Can you tell me what this says?
Marco from Fuenpuya.
Let me say, good luck. It's the you don't remember me, do you? We spoke on the phone 2 days ago.
When he said, "I told you I'd find you," boy, that was fear of God in me, boy. I told you I'd find you.
That was a good movie because that was the first big comment in a long time. Like because when that movie came out, everybody was like, so this is what they really do. Yes, they really traffic people like that. I like some. They're
in
bringing
other countries, boy. Yeah, you get just snatched up.
Like,
that
and
mostly
that's
happen to women though.
Like
they
that's just
can't
in
really...
Paris. Like to know, like in the third world places, man, they do that stuff heavy. And like I don't know, to me, like have you seen what they do with some Airbnbs? It's weird, like how they have like double facing mirrors. They say if you ever feel like something is watching you, just go like this to a mirror, and if your fingers don't point, they say they say it might be a possibility. It might be somebody watching on the other side. I like that's creepy.
I ain't trying to do it.
And then like in my subconscious, I just want to see. Because if it happened to me, I'm going to yell it first. I'm coming through that mirror with a chill and I come back like, you better not be sitting in there. I did it. I was like,
let me find out you back there. It'll be over with.
I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a lot of fun tearing up that house. Why did you do it? Like I think it was a movie on Netflix. It was like 21 cameras. That was the weirdest movie that I've seen. It's something, I forgot, like 7 cameras, something like that, but it's like this guy. He's this weird, creepy guy. And basically, like he got a house, and like he installed these cameras, and they go to the house, like they think nobody, he's just sitting there just watching them. Then when he feel like getting one of them, he know what camera to go to. In my head, I'm coming home, and like the people I got in my house watching it, I'm like, what are y'all watching? So I said, oh yeah, it's just some guy watching people in the house.
That part is not, to me, that part's not that weird. It's when you start wanting to abduct people and stuff. Like, all right, man.
That or, you know the movie The Strangers?
Yeah.
That movie messed me up mentally because of one line. It's like...
Isn't that the one with them, where the folks had the mask on?
Yes. Like...
Oh, okay. I ain't never seen it, but I know what you're talking
about. Like, one line messed... Like, it just messed with me mentally. They're like, so why are you doing this? Oh, because you was at home. You mean to tell me if I would have went anywhere else that night, you
I'm
wouldn't?
good. No.
Tyler said, "Oh yeah, because you were home. That's why we doing it." And know that was actually based on true events. I'm like, this actually happened to some people because they were just at home. I like, man, and home, that how they paint it, home's supposed to be like your little safe haven. They're like, look, let's flip that on his head real quick.
That's like some like super country town type stuff.
Still,
like Alabama type.
I
shit.
remember. You're probably here too.
Not
I
even
remember,
being funny, like for real.
They would.
Or Texas even.
Somebody from our job, they was from Milledgeville, and they was telling us about how like in Milledgeville they used to have like a crazy. They got like a crazy hospital type stuff like down there. And you hear the alarm going off when like somebody break out of there. Man, I couldn't live in no town like that. Yeah,
My grandmama used to tell me that story just to scare me at night when she was alive. Cause she said one of her coworkers back in the 80s, 90s had went to the crazy house, and apparently she was on drugs. That's why.
Yeah, you got Joker in there. Nope.
And they said she was like
literally.
They call her the siren.
Nope. See, I don't want no. I gotta go sleep and then have on myself.
Cause she broke out and you could literally hear her crying like screaming and shit.
Nope, I'm good. Nope.
When he told me that though, I was just like, I'd never go to Milledgeville.
What?
I mean, Milledgeville is already has like a bad rate of like it already has a bad
Didn't that place
reputation.
shut down? Didn't that place shut down?
That's what he said. Yeah. It's still crazy, like because like I find it weird how some movies they can actually shed light on stuff that's actually going on, but it still entertaining. Like you don't think about it until you out. Cause I've learned, I've sat there and watched how filmmakers how they think. It's weird how some of them think. Like Wes Craven, when he made Nightmare on Elm Street, that was an actual nightmare he had. He like, well, let me share this with everybody else.
I mean,
You share one of the
That's
most
imagination.
iconic villains on planet Earth, to where they made shoes after him and they got sued. Say, oh nah, you can't make that because we own that name. Now them shoes go for half. Like I mean, someone go for $250,000.
How did they even come up with like? Where did he even get that nightmare from? Like Freddy Krueger.
Look,
I just
learned,
imagination.
Yeah.
Everybody
He must have been his best friend or something back then. He made him mad.
I mean, I look at it like this, like, cause we had that discussion about like horror movies and like it's certain ones that I can handle. Like, I'm not watching nothing paranormal no more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I watch one.
If I can't defend
one
myself,
too many.
nah, I can't do it. No, the only one I can watch though is I don't know why I just think it's interesting is Jeepers Creepers. I like
Man,
Jeepers Creepers.
I
know you can't do nothing. Like he coming for you, it's over with. Ain't
This
nothing you
game
about
I
to
ain't
do.
gonna lie. You know it's the fourth one coming out, or it already came out.
Todd, the reborn one,
The fourth, yeah. It's
or the
fourth.
one after the one that was terrible.
Yeah, it's the one after the one that was terrible.
Oh, I was finna say, cause look, the one that messed me up was 2.
Me too.
You said what?
Jeepers Creepers 2. That would mess me all the way.
That was the
up.
one where he stabbed him 40 sometimes
That
at the end.
2 was the
Okay.
one where
They was on the
killed
bus.
people on the
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Get out
team.
football team.
yeah. That's
They
probably,
had
but the
When
rest
he
of
threw the
them.
little shuriken
Yeah.
at the bus.
Yep.
Well, that was funny. They looked at the thing.
Yeah,
had,
you know what threw me off about that one? It when
had a belly
he
button
was
in
on
the
the,
one.
on the thing, the scarecrow part.
Yes.
You see,
See them toes move.
when he looked,
Oh, yeah.
And then you look towards him. He turned his head. Nah, I know. I just seen that head move.
Yes.
No.
And see, I remember after watching that, my granddad had put a scarecrow out in his garden.
Nah.
I like some. So what we gonna do if he move? he said, I guess we gonna fight it. Did you not see what bro did the whole movie? There was no fighting him. He was throwing shark made out of belly buttons and stuff. We not gonna beat this man. We not gonna beat this man. Like, but one thing I have learned from horror movies, the ones back in the day, if they would remake them correctly, man, they would be some of the most like The Exorcist. That movie,
No.
that
I think
movie,
I have
Hell
a
no.
story building. That's what I think is. You can't just have scary thing kill people. Like,
Exactly.
Good story building. You got to make me feel like, man, this might happen to you. Cause like that's what Jeepers Creepers did for me. Like
It
it's
might
a
happen
monster that come out, and if he like your eyes or nose or something, he
I
don't
need
get shit is over
like,
with.
I need it.
The Ring did that for me because I hated. After I seen that movie, I did not watch one VHS tape
Oh,
because
you
I
would
was
not-
scared.
That was
I
my
was
thing with
scared to
The
see
Ring.
that.
It was too easy to
avoid it.
Like,
You could avoid it.
all I gotta hear is, "Oh, if you watch this movie, you'll die." Oh, well, guess we ain't watching that one.
I guess
Guess
we're
we
not
not
watching
watching it.
The phone rings, say your name, so let you know that you watched it. I'm
You're gonna
good.
die in 7 days.
Nah. That ain't my name.
Don't even worry about it. We
My name just changed to Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know who that is. Well, like the one thing I will say that like people can actually grab from that, like you can't be afraid to show your creativity, like in any of those fields.
Just
because
like the actor, I can't call the name, but the one who played Franklin.
oh, you talking about it's like Damon
Yeah.
something. Brad did a good job playing
Yeah.
Franklin.
Did you
I heard
see
that he's supposed to be taking over Kang.
Talking about
I heard that too.
Kane who?
Marvel. You seen the new Ant-Man movie?
Yeah,
He
Man.
because they Jonathan Majors.
he
like,
in some hot water,
he in
but
some hot
he
water.
got so many different variants. It would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh boy! Oh my goodness! If he do, that would be. I mean, because he know, because they said while working with him on Snowfall, like you could actually literally see, like of course the story made like the rise of somebody, but then the fall was like I'm like man, the fall was better than the rise to me. I'm like you sat there and watched like if you haven't watched that, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I mean it is.
You see somebody like, brother man, coming from me. This was my first time ever watching Snowfall, and I watched it within 2 months,
I see
front to end.
See, I had to stop at season 1,
Yeah, I
episode
know.
3.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody, a lot of folks said, but then they said, well, let me see what's up to, because people just kept talking about it. Like, Lewis put me on. He like, man, just watch.
To my mouth.
Yeah. He was like, look, because I feel as if, like, in order for, because story writing, like, that's not dead. Like, yeah, like, you can go at AI, okay, write me this, but, like, somebody who takes the time to sit there and write something out and, like, put their feeling and emotion into it, if you can draw a audience that big, man, you on to something.
You
Because,
know,
like,
you know where he was created from, right?
who?
Rick Ross, the actual drug dealer.
Oh, Free Ray Ricky Ross.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
oh,
man
oh,
built
oh.
a 900 million empire, and it all failed.
That's it.
Oh, you done? I think about it. Yup.
Yeah, and he
Gotta
went
think
to
about his
prison.
story.
Yeah, he wrote a whole story about it, and then got out of prison on his own.
Yeah,
Doggone.
but a lot of the little gangster movies be like that because
Yeah.
like people don't realize Scarface. That's Al Capone. That's
Yeah.
what that is, and I think people think that Tony Montana was a real person.
No,
No.
they just wrote his name in there.
But
What
I
about
think-
American Gangster?
You talking about
Frank Lucas?
Yeah, Frank Lucas. Yeah, that was real.
Frank
He was
Lucas.
a real person.
Frank Lucas.
Frank
was real.
Lucas was the real person.
Frank was like, look, man, I need my money. I need my money now.
It's the same. I think anytime you had somebody from that environment who really experienced it, I think that's what makes the storytelling better, which is why I think Power was so good because 50 Cent really comes from that.
Yeah,
that environment.
a lot of people forget that he actually comes from that. Cause like when my dad was like, when we were sitting there having a conversation, he like, so you gotta listen to 50 Cent music. Like then you begin to understand why Power and why the whole franchise is still so powerful.
You can look up like 50 Cent. You can look him up. Like everything he talk about, he be on that. He not playing.
He
not
was
playing.
on that. He did it at one point. Like even the intro song, you know he did it.
Yeah,
That man said, "Look, I was on the corner selling snow." I was like,
He
"Ooh,
was,
my
he wasn't
goodness!"
playing.
I'm like,
that was very well known about 50. Like he was really out there.
he's not these internet rappers. He's none of them. He's not a Future. Future said, "Look, I don't do half of this stuff I say. It just sounds good when I do."
Yeah, Future. I think Future more. Like I don't think that's bad. He more.
Entertainment.
I would say he kind of similar to me ish. Like I know people who indulged in it.
So let me rap about that.
So
What I saw.
yeah, I mean, but that's what he did. But he giving it from a different.
Drake
He's giving
said
it from
he
the
wanted his
perspective
own.
of the person who did it because that's the more interesting
Hey,
perspective.
man, that case then. Cause ain't a lot like I've talked about. You know how many short films and ideas I've had, but like in my head, I didn't realize just how much time and effort goes into that. Like you really do need some creative and like really driven people to do that. Cause like I said, oh, I'm gonna try it. I had the concept. People were reading like the script writer. Like she was like, "You didn't write this." Yeah, I did. What's wrong with you? I went through a breakup, and this was the first thing that popped in my head. You sure you okay? yes. I'm like, can we do it? Is it possible? They went into like I saw like through another creator. They're like, we can do this shot here. We can do this one here. They're like, yeah, since you just got one camera, we're gonna have to keep filming all. So you're gonna have to find you another camera person. You're gonna need about 3 or 4 of them to do this. I'm like, alrighty then. But like I said, that is a craft that is still strong because you got to think someone has to have that initial push because The Exorcist was from a book. I feel more bad for the people who read the book than watched the movie because when you read something and you're a visual person, you start to like put together like what it looks like. 'Cause that's me. Like I can read a book like it ain't gotta have no pictures to me. If it got pictures, it just make my brain a little easier. Okay, I ain't gotta work as hard.
Got a good imagination.
Yeah, my imagination is through the roof.
That's what I think is interesting about people. Like, you never know who can inspire you off of anything. Like, it can be an experience that you have that you think is normal. It's just, that's Dexter. Like, that's what you do or you experienced. I might hear your experience and be like, dang, that's interesting. Because it might make me recollect about something else that I may have experienced and stuff like that.
Which will go back to if you put 4 people in the room, we all got different ways we experience life. People are like, oh, I like the way y'all handle that. Like, man, it's just the amount of, I guess I'd say the creative level that I know I have, and the fact that sometimes I just sit on it. Cause like sometimes it be too much. Like sometimes like it'll literally have me while I'm just sitting there, like, oh my god.
Which led me to the other topic, self-evaluation. When you take your potential and you actually put it to work.
Oh yes, that is
That's a skill. You gotta learn to do that.
That is a very important. And you, this is how you know if you have the skill or not. When you just feel unmotivated to do it, but you keep constantly thinking about it. But when you finally quit procrastinating, you finally start putting in the work. It's like almost like a graduate snowball effect. Just keep.
And you just creating a masterpiece.
Man,
what? I think that's also why it's important to stay positive because, or at least that's why for me, I try to stay positive because I want to bring out the best in other people as well as myself. So the more positive I can. You could be sitting on $1 million idea, but you're like, man, that ain't gonna work, or I don't think this. Man, but
why are you saying that?
I can hear that. I can be positive and be like, man, you should do that, or whatever it is that I say, and motivate you mentally to be like, let me take it in this direction.
Then boom, millionaire.
That part.
Like, remember that time I motivated you to say you should try?
I wouldn't even do that.
I need my cut. Because, I mean, now if they remember that, like, I was learning, like, actual genuine people. I was like, look, I know you helped me when I was down, so let me help you when you was down. Now, you just can't.
1,000% like that. Like, you can help me once when I'm down, and I'll remember that. Like,
that's me.
Like my homegirl. That's why I am. Y'all don't know that, but that's why I am the way I am with her. I look out for her all the time because
she looked out for you.
It was so many times, like stuff she's did for me, and it's like, damn, like she stayed 2 hours away from me, and my license was suspended. She'd drive down there, take me to the grocery store, give me some groceries, cook for me. I'm like, I gotta take care of you for the rest of my life. That's how I feel.
That's a real one right there. Like real, really real.
And it's like you wasn't even in the best of positions yourself when you did that. So it's like I always gotta make sure you're good.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like I'm in that position now. Like I ain't gonna say I'm in my lowest, but I'm somewhere where if I get to where I need to be, it's OV.
Oh yeah, I feel myself on that incline now. Cause at one point I was just like, wee.
Yeah. And with me, it's really money management. Like.
Yeah, that's
a
skill that most people don't.
If I know I got it, and I know how to spend it, I'm gonna spend it and still have enough left over to spend on whatever.
I used to be like that. Then life happened to where it's like, oh,
you thought you was gonna try to do that? Oh, I got you now.
Like I said, watch this. Like,
you got a new chapter you about to jump into too. So.
Times 2. Times 2. So now I really have got to. But see, it's like that when you have a partner that's like, hold on, wait, before we say we're going to try this, let's build a foundation so we can get in a routine of, if this happens, we know what to do. In my head, I'm glad I got down on one knee for you and not nobody else. Because you're willing to take that You wouldn't make them sacrifices. You wouldn't sit there and say, well, hey, I'm willing to wait a year for this. Or wait 2 years for that. I like some, you a real one. I like some, any of your friends single, because I know some smart individuals that can help them. any of them single, I like some no.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that.
You step back on the dating scene?
No.
Oh. I figured I said it. You never
I feel
know.
like as long as you single, you always in there.
Yeah.
You went, yeah, you until you out the market.
Cause like I posted it on my story. I don't know if you saw it. I said I'm not at my lowest, but I'm not competing either. But it seems like I'm still a competitor.
You always
some.
be.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not even looking. I'm not even trying. I'm just in my bag. And even
that's what makes you a competitor.
Yeah, everybody see that like, oh, okay, he onto something. And then the female's like, oh, okay, he might be onto something too. I might need to get with him. Like, no, stay over there.
Well, see, now,
you want that energy.
You want that.
I like that. Like that's my whole mindset for why I am. I like. This might sound bad, but I like increasing my own value to the point where my presence put pressure on other people's relationships. I like that. Like I ain't saying I'm trying to steal people's girls or nothing, but I just like that because I think it makes the people. I think it makes people better when you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I know from
like steel sharpen steel type situation.
Iron sharpen iron.
Because I witnessed it Thursday night at work. I was just talking shit. I do too, but I never call attention to it.
I know exactly what you talking about.
I was just talking shit. She was like, she said some off the wall freakiness and talking about it. And I looked at her like, you like that, don't you? And like, I'm not even nasty like that. And I said, girl, stop. Now you know damn well you nasty like that. You just need the right guy to bring it out. One step closer. Or you want to bring it out on me? I didn't say that. I was just saying you need the right guy.
You see what he did, right? You don't need to work with us. You see what he did?
Threw them hands up. Y'all, look, you gotta understand. This is essential for. You know what? I'm out the mix.
Well, you knew how much we do this at work. Man, I ain't gonna.
It make people mad too. Like I could be on the other side of the factory and go like, cause someone been on set. Like I look like Dale. He just, why y'all always do that? Why y'all always throw y'all hands up?
Everybody do that.
I like you gotta understand because once you hit like a certain part of your life, you don't want to be in the mix no more. You just want to be like how you said. You want to be because a lot of people at one point, I'm in my bag. You the bag. You just discovering more of yourself. Exactly. So for me, I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna throw my hands up. Like I ain't in the mix. Like I ain't trying to be in the Kool-Aid. I don't care about the flavor. Like I got my own motion. And that's another thing a lot of people, they keep saying, I got motion. I forever got motion. Man, sometimes you got to sit down and not have nothing for a minute.
And like, you know somebody had called me out on it. You remember that video you showed me with, what young dude is? With Dread, Kyrie or something like that?
I don't know.
He a YouTuber, Unspoken Reds.
Oh, you talking about Castanet and them. Yeah.
Apparently somebody called me out on that, talking about, you really got Unspoken Reds. I'm like,
this one right here got it for real. He got Unspoken Reds for real. Like to see it, and like to hear about it, like it's crazy. Like to see it in motion, like that's that Unspoken Reds. I'm never gonna let him live that down. Cause I saw it verbatim, face to face, in live time, in 4K. I like this man low key.
I seen it 6 times.
Good. You talk just with you or just like
just with me?
Like
it's something that y'all didn't see. I know, but y'all didn't see.
Man, look, it's still an out scene. I'm like, hold on, wait now. I don't say nothing. But you got other folks in there, they just go and ruin the whole moment.
That part.
That part, God.
Like they ruin, but like you have to understand, like with Riz, people like Riz actually goes both ways. Like even while in a relationship, you still gotta have some Riz. Like for mine, when people say, well, you tied down to one woman. I'm like, you realize for me, I still have to play my cards right. Because if I play my cards wrong and I do the wrong card, or if I do something just completely stupid, like cheat or something, that's in game. That I'm Tony Stark. Just snap my fingers.
We gotta change that mindset of thinking that it's bad to be with one person. That's normal. It's literally where marriage and all of that came from.
Like one, count with me. One, we on Sesame Street. How many fingers is Dexter holding? One.
Like,
But like,
are there guys that have multiple women? Yeah, but the most common thing to see is one man, one woman. Like,
yeah.
I ain't no Bible person, but even the Bible say that.
Yeah, say one man, one woman. I let somebody comment. Well, plus there's no well. I like some. I'll pull up the verse and everything.
There's a couple guys in the Bible.
I mean, if they want to go that
You know,
route,
What's
and have an
my
open
man name?
relationship,
He had like 400 wives or something crazy.
He's
It's
like, look, look.
Crazy.
But like, I feel as if like that unspoken real thing. Ooh, if it's used correctly, like,
I don't know how. All I did was just.
Work on yourself. That's how it happens.
I just did this.
It's
Like,
like, cause basically it's like, let's put it like, cause I've actually been in that boat before. Like when I was younger, like you know the whole thing. Like you in a crowd full of people, a girl look at you, you look back at her, you turn around, and then like you still feel like somebody looking at you. You turn back, you just go this right here. To her, she like some okay. In the room full of people, and half of them female, he see me, and he telling me to come up. I feel special, so she gonna walk over there. Is she confident enough, or you can just be like Duke Dennis was that thing? He just hold on, wait, bro. I gotta go over here real quick, and that's how I started. When I saw the actual video, I like some. All he did was look at the girl. The girl looked back at him and smiled. He looked back. They both had like that little, I guess with that little contact, that little moment. He said, "Hold on, wait, bro," and he just went and like talked to her. Now, in some cases,
You gotta learn, like, or a skill that I learned is one, reading body language, and then two, doing stuff that'll show you what you want to know, but not doing it verbally. Like, I'll give you what I do when we be at work. I do this every time. I do it every time. Typically, when a female come in, I'll go and I'll go talk to her, right? I'll intentionally not tell her my name. I'll be like, what's your name? She'll tell me, and then I'll continue on with the conversation. What I'm doing right there is I want to see if you're going to ask me for my name, because that's going to tell me if you want to know me, because you're interested in how you address me. That's one. I do that all the time. Two, the touch thing. So I either touch the hair, the lower back, stomach, thigh. If you let me do that, I know you comfortable with me and stuff like that. I can't. The third one, the third one is really like sex. I intentionally don't talk about that. I want you to bring it up, because that let me know that's what you're thinking about. Like, that's why you want to talk to me about it, because it been so many times when we be at work. That's why they talk to me like that, because they be like, I'm in their imagination. Cause since I don't talk about it, you have to imagine what you think I do or whatever. I do that every single time, and they tell me what I want to know. That's how I know how to interact with how to interact with people.
Right there get me in trouble.
This how I look at it. To me, I feel as if, especially it's men and or women that's listening to this, I feel as if, cause I see the little red light right there, so that thing right on my face. Like, for me, if that conversation comes up, I've always learned let the woman bring it up first.
Yeah.
Because if it's coming from, it make it seem like that's all we want. Yeah. Now, when you do like on like the marriage side of it, like that's where it, like someone be like, well, that's all he want from me. Marriage, that's a connection. I mean, that's technically what it is. It's a connection. It's like it's something that makes you feel like you like I feel you. You feel. Avatar did a wonderful job of explaining that. Oh, I feel you thing. You should have seen.
I still haven't watched that movie.
You don't talk
the newest one.
Oh, the first
like you
I ain't seen the newest one.
You should have seen my uncle's face when my mama was trying to describe that to him. He said, I don't want to hear no more. He said, I don't want to hear no more. I feel you no more. He said, change the subject. In my head, me putting two and two together, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm finna go play basketball or something. But it, like, I understand, like, that's what I've always heard. Like, let the woman bring it up. Let her introduce the conversation. Mm-hmm. Because once she's comfortable enough to share it with you.
That's really what you want with women is comfort. Comfort gonna tell you everything that you want to know.
If she could go to sleep on the phone with you or fall asleep next to you, she comfortable. She comfortable. If she can hit this number right here, and we talk that ugly sleep, not that sleep where you try to look, talk that with your mouth hanging, your tongue out your mouth. That's how you know they're comfortable. How do I know this? Because I have seen too many people, partners, like sitting like a room full of like nobody's and somebody's and everybody in between. They
Knock that.
man, you gonna wake up? Nah. Cause I mean, I've done that in folk houses. That's how you know if I'm comfortable. If I go to sleep in your house, I'm comfortable. I've been some houses, I've been hitting them. You tired? No, I'm good. 5 seconds later. One time I hit my head on somebody's wall.
You was just about to do that. You was just about to do that.
I'm talking, right? See, I
There's a hole in that wall.
See, I realized I did. Bah! Bro, you good?
Woke up then, huh?
5 seconds later. Man, see, and this is how you know I was comfortable in college. When I used to go to sleep in my own room, if my door was closed, I was not comfortable with the company I had in there because I didn't trust them. This is how you know I got comfortable with the people I had in my room.
Wow.
And this man looked like a butt. He looked like a caterpie finna transform to a butterfree. He wrapped in a cocoon. Nah, man, he looked like a perfectly rolled joint. Nah,
What
he
on earth? What kind of high people you look like a perfectly rolled joint?
like I mean like look, all right,
What's
let's
wrong
say,
with
Scary
you, man?
movie too, shit.
literally like we're watching a horror movie. I rolled up on top. That's how I don't sleep like that now. Like I just grab it like this and go like this. Cause I used to always have a room cold. I'd be like this. Rolled up from head to toe. Buddy walked in on me, he said, Dexter. I said, man, this man in here wrapped up in here like a caterpie finna turn to a butterfree. Woke up inside the cover. A caterpie finna turn to this man just named 2 Pokemon characters. That dude walked in. Hey,
You
bro.
hear him? You was asleep, but you can hear him?
And like I can hear him. I thought I was dreaming.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, the next morning, they said, bro, you know you had 5 dudes in there say you look like 5 different things. They said, this man looked like a perfectly wrapped joint. I said, yep, now I'm finna go smoke. I was like, all right then. I like some, but see, I was comfortable with those crowd of people. Like, you have to understand, like,
Gotta build comfort.
like for men, our comfort, you cook us something good, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm comfortable now. I'm feeling pretty good, you know, I'm feeling comfortable. Like the part that really for women is, I'm telling you, like I have learned, it takes a lot to learn this. Like if you say you're gonna do something, do it.
Yeah.
Please do.
Please do, because if not, they're not gonna let you live it down, or they're gonna have their feelings hurt, or they're gonna remind you, and then their feelings gonna be hurt.
That part.
But then, like I have like with us, when you're comfortable in your own, self-awareness and your own self-realization, man, you hit new heights you ain't never hit before.
I think this is where I'm at now because I'm still discovering stuff about myself, and I'm like, huh?
So you're like an iceberg.
Yeah.
You ain't the one that sunk the
That's the
Titanic.
most important thing for a dude is to.
I might be the one that sank my
invest in
own
yourself.
Titanic.
Invest in yourself.
Hey, Rich Homie said it. He said the smartest thing that you could ever do is invest yourself. That's why I signed myself. I'm like, man, you should have never.
And I'm realizing my self-worth too. On top of that.
So you realize you're not a penny no more.
Yeah, I'm a $1 million penny.
Why you playing? There are some pennies out there because of like how it was made, and there's a lot of like, oh, penny is worth 1 cent. Man, like I'm 1-on-1. There's not another Dexter out there that's like me. We might be just have the same name.
And you know that just saying I know my worth, it offends a lot of people.
Yeah, because they haven't figured out themselves yet. They stuck in the matrix basically, as Andrew Tate was saying. They stuck in that. They stuck in the matrix.
Seen he back out.
Yeah,
Man, back out look like a brand new person.
I'm talking about built and everything.
Yeah, he do look different.
That man got hair on his head,
He looked like a built krillin.
like he just
Yeah.
literally, like, cause I found like when I know for men, like when you find a way, when you master your emotions and master the way you think and master the way you like nobody can tell you anything then. Cause at that point. I haven't mastered it all the way yet. I'm still getting up. Like it take a lifetime.
Take a lifetime, yeah.
When you finally do, people are they realize just when it happened. Like, oh, okay. Like they said, like if somebody coming, let's say we have a podcast studio. We invite somebody from somewhere, and they try everything in their way to get up on my skin. I'm like, oh, okay. Like how Aiden Ross was before he met Andrew Tate. Yeah. After, oh no, I'm good on that, little bro. I'm like, hold on, wait, bro. You talking because at first you would be the most you would say the most craziest thing. No, I'm good on that, little bro. I'm good. Like, let's carry on with the next topic.
Type of people around him. He ain't had no.
He just had yes men around him.
Yeah.
Like I learned, you can have one yes man in your group. And it's got to be the one that's gonna say no before he say yes.
Like I don't know. Like my friend group, yeah, they not like that at all. We shit me. I'm like that. Like if you fuck it up, I'm gonna crucify you about it.
Like look, I'm gonna let you know. Like
we're not doing that.
I was watching some gameplay like The Wolf Among Us, and everybody was like they were making deals with the Cricket Man. He was saying, look, really, I was helping y'all, but like the way he was thinking, he like, okay, I know that y'all need my help, and I know I had to play nice, but at the same time, if you mess with something that's mine, he was telling the chef, look, chef, I'm gonna need you to step out the room for a minute, cause I'm gonna handle him for stepping out of line. She was like, no, I can't let you do that. He was telling Big Bad Wolf this, man, look, I don't try to be nice with you, but since you won't let me do it, y'all go sick him. Let somebody tell me, oh no, I'm finna handle him for doing something wrong. All right. Just drop him off, at the department when y'all done, because I don't want to see none of this gangster activity. I'm good. Because a lot of people now, like, if you notice, everybody wanted to, at some point, everybody has tried to be a gangster. Like, everybody,
I think that's a us thing. That's like a part of our culture.
Yeah. They say it, like, but then, like, when you realize, like in the I forgot the people's name. It's like they freestyle like certain things. Like Brady said, like I wanted to be a pimp, but then I found love. Like he found like the good. Like I like all the. He like I want to be a gangster till I see how my homies get locked up. Now I want to be something better.
Like I always think about. I think I seen Dirk say he was like everybody want to be a hood. He's like everybody want to be hood. Everybody want to be a gangster. Or he said the only people who want to do that is people who've never done it. Because you don't know what comes with that. Man, that's the only way you would think that. And I'm like, to me, from my mindset and knowing what I know, I'll be like, boy, he ain't lied when he said that.
Because a
you
lot
see
of
the
people,
consequences that come with it, you ain't gonna want that life. Well, I promise you.
Like you seen the $1 million worth of game podcast when they had Lil Dirt, and they was in it, like he basically was saying like, nah, that's $1 million worth of rap money. I'm like, some steel. You got to do a lot just to get that amount of money in a room full of dudes.
Exactly.
And they all got like different like backgrounds and everything. Like me, I've never grown up and said, well, I'm gonna try to be in the streets. No. Like it's not from, I seen somebody get shot or I seen somebody get stabbed up. The movie portrayal was enough for me. And then like for me, for realization, I'm like, you gotta sacrifice like a part of yourself. Like you gotta turn off a part of you just so you become numb to it. Yeah. I'm like, man, like I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can, because
in that type of environment. If you're not going. It's kind of like you can't. You know how like in the zoo, if you got like a lion or a tiger or whatever, if it's raised in the zoo, they can't release it. Yeah, because it's never lived in the wild, so it does not feed itself and stuff like that. It's kind of like that as it relates to the streets. If you didn't come up in that environment, you probably gonna get hurt because you don't know how to maneuver. Your mentality is not based on that type of mindset. Mm-hmm.
Now I know if you put me like in a room full of like people who creative, I'm gonna find a way. We because like me, I'm gonna
adapt to the environment.
Like okay, now that's one thing I will say. You gotta know how, like you said, adapt to it. So like if someone throw you out in the wilderness, you better learn to adapt to the wilderness real quick. Cause I heard the wilderness get real rough out there.
Real rough.
Like and it's just the elements alone that get a lot of people. It ain't from the bears. Cause when I learned that polar bears. All they know is
kill.
That's all they know. Someone throw me in the Arctic. I like, okay, they're polar bears in the air.
You talking about that one video where
Joe Rogan?
That little crew was on the little ice thing?
Yeah, because a lot of folks, the polar bear like, okay, y'all look good. Y'all look like steaks to me.
And I'm going to pick one of you off.
Yeah, like, as a matter of fact, I'm going to pick about 3 of y'all off. He said, y'all ain't going to stop me. I'm 800-900 pounds of pure muscle.
Joe Rogan said the reason why polar bears are so dangerous because they're the only bear that's carnivores. Every bear, most bears are omnivores, so they eat meat and berries and stuff like that. He said polar bears are just purely carnivores. They eat meat and only meat. So they kill anything that's living. They kill it.
Mm-hmm. Like you sit there and like, there's somebody. Let me stalk him for about a good 10, 11, 12,
like they in the cold, days. So there's no vegetation like that. So all they eat is meat.
So then when he get up on you, that's 900 pounds of pure muscle.
And it's the biggest bear. Wherever it's cold, that's where the biggest anything is. Like that's why, genetically speaking, white people tend to be bigger because they come from a colder environment. Your body naturally becomes bigger. Like I was at my biggest weight when I was in Alaska. It's cold all the damn time.
That's why
I was like 183.
good. And you were just like,
I wasn't like that. I was bigger than what I am now. I'm probably like
Doggone.
160 now.
I need to go to Alaska then. I need to go to Alaska about a couple months,
What?
Yeah.
a year or so.
Yeah.
Gain about 50 pounds.
Work
You
out.
like Goku.
Your body gonna naturally be bigger because you gotta maintain heat.
That is very true. That's why moose be so doggone big. Like when someone's,
Everything in cold areas are bigger usually.
and then see, I've also learned another bear not to mess with the grizzly bears, because in their head,
Monster.
like they're like,
It's
okay,
a killing machines.
It's
what
like-
it is.
I see you. I don't like you, so I'm just gonna try my
Bears
best
in
to
general.
take your
It's a literal killing machine.
like. I like because most people like they put it on shirts and stuff. Like, I don't think y'all understand just what monster y'all put on y'all shirt. Y'all putting something that in his head that I don't like you, so appreciate it. Now I'm
It's
finna go
just
feed you to the cubs.
like a wasp. A wasp's job is to just kill other insects. That's what wasps do. Bears are the same thing. They just kill every other animal.
I feel bad for the one I killed with my bare hand. He scared me, so he flew up on. Sorry, my fault, Wall. They're like
same thing with tigers.
I
killing
remember I wanted a tiger. I wanted a lion
It's crazy to see a 600-pound tiger just jump like 10 feet in the air.
because
That's
he's
some
muscle.
pure muscle.
Like we got fat, they got
Joe Rogan
nothing.
said tigers are so strong they can die, but they so strong that they can die standing up. They can be dead, but their body will keep you standing. That's how strong they are. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, man, you gotta pull out all the fluid for us just to stay straight. He could just
I was like,
Take
what?
our organs out.
like some woman called it. You heard about the like the lions he was talking about on his show, like the ones that's like in Africa. Basically, it's like they were so smart, like they kept trying to build fences. The lions got so
I
smart
seen
they were
that.
jumping over. I said, I know exactly what it was two lions. I said, I know exactly what you talking about. They were called the ghost of the darkness for a reason because they only hunted the men at night, and so they would go in their camps.
Animals learn. They learn how to hunt
I'm
prey.
like, man,
so
like-
they like, okay, we were successful doing this. We're gonna keep doing that.
And he said it's kind of funny. Like they were just like they wasn't doing it. Like you know in Jurassic, like the new Jurassic World, like they made the Dominus Rex.
Dominion.
He was just killing for sport. That's what they were doing at first. I was like, oh, we got a taste for human now, and we're gonna just keep learning what we learned instead of sport. We literally gonna start eating y'all now. And then they killed them. They stuffed them there in Chicago, and they said for some people they can't stare in their eyes because it's like a hypnosis type of thing, and like it make people faint and stuff. I'm like, I want to go to Chicago. I want to see it happen with me. Then again, I don't because these were lions that were sneaking the camp. I was like, okay, yeah, we gonna take
I think one
you.
of the most interesting things.
How the hell
is
they
to see
catch
that.
him in the first place?
I mean, we can like animals like that. We could kill them, but it's like if you're just a regular person, you're not prepared to deal with a lion, a tiger, bear.
And so they know, oh, it's
You
nighttime.
are
They
dead.
sleep.
You dead under every there's no circumstances in which you win. Now, if we going out there actively to hunt them, we gonna be good straight. Like you can shoot and kill a lion,
Like
but
a
if
hippo.
you hiking or something like that,
You're
it's
not
over
thinking.
with. It's over with.
Like hippopotamuses with S, because one by itself is terrifying, but a group of them, like have you seen, like it's a video of one, like they said they don't swim, they gallop in the water.
They
I'm like,
kinda
whoa,
like
wait.
dogs.
Like they literally get, and like they catch up the speed, like there's one chasing the boat. Brother, he just like an Olympic swimmer. You just see 600 pounds jumping out the water because you in his territory. I like
They're
some.
very territorial.
Like the fact that you got the hippo snapping alligators in half because you crossed his territory. No, I'm good. So y'all say y'all want to go to Africa? Like, look, take me
I know
the
where
opposite
to go.
way.
I want to go to the city. I don't want to
I
go
like
to the
take
Amazon
take
and
take
stuff
me
like
to
that.
the
I ain't trying to do
opposite
that.
way of wildlife.
Another thing that people don't know is they super dangerous. Crocodiles.
Man,
Alligators won't mess with you like you in their area. Yeah, no, crocodiles will actively try to kill you.
now I think about it,
Aren't they snouts longer than alligators?
one
More
wider than the
narrow?
other.
I think crocs are more narrow.
Yeah.
Alligators are more fat.
Man,
Yeah.
look, I look at this. Well, that mean I've seen
Crocs long. They
Yeah.
long.
Like
they
the-
more dangerous.
And agile than alligators.
Yeah.
the one I remember I saw at the aquarium, and I knew it was a crocodile. This like the one I saw. It was like two different instances I saw. One an alligator, one a crocodile. When I tell you, Like just the behavioral difference. Alligator just, you know what? I'm white. I'm albino. Y'all gonna take pictures of me. This how you know some of them were like they were trained somewhere else before they put. Guy held his baby over the glass like this. All of them looked at each other. They start going in the water. I'm like, so I don't think you understand what you're telling them in their head. Because now that crocodile knows, it went no alligator, oh, it's feeding time. I said, and they can jump. Like, when I saw, the first time I saw one go like this, and the fact that, like, I'm like, bro, you really telling them, oh, it's feeding time. You just trying to be all, oh, I held my baby. Okay, so what you did it for 6, 7, 10-foot gator crop. Well, no, this was a crocodile. A crocodile just, I mean, they've got one of the strongest bite forces on the planet. That's it. That's your hands and the baby. Gone.
200 pounds, 300 pounds, something like that.
Like that's more than enough to say, hello, you're on the news. You have no hands on no baby
You
left.
seen the Joe Rogan where he was talking about chimps?
You know what?
Man,
and they got lion killers.
He said they got this. It was a story that came out where this was some years ago. He said this. It was like a story that came out. It was a dude. He owned a chimp, and then you know a chimp. You can once they older, you really can't keep a chimp because they're stronger than you. It's like a little man in your house that's really stronger than you.
He just short
So
of
he took it to a shelter. He said like what the dude would do, he would come to the shelter every so often to visit the chimp. He said one day he bought the chimp a cake, and all the other chimps seen it, and they were like, you know, I ain't get no damn cake. Where my cake at? So
They
he said
jumped him?
what they learned is, okay, when this dude comes, since he want to give this chimp something, we got to get him up out of here. So they learned how to break out of their little cell or whatever, and they like mutilated them. They was like, chimps are smart. They understand that you need your hands to hold stuff. They'll bite your fingers off. They'll tear your face off, tear your eyes out. They showed a picture of what the dude looked like. He didn't even have a face. His face was just like a lump.
Damn.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Man, like, yeah, they got like lion killer chips. Like they've gotten to where they can like they said, look at that thing. Like he's like the size of a 6 foot, and he was just like he was dead, but he was lumped over like
a chip, like a super strong human.
like the rise of the Planet of the Apes, like the one they that really gave a realization that if we were to sit here and let them learn how to do that.
I remember I was at General Mills and we was talking about Planet of the Apes, and it was me and 2 other dudes, and we was talking about like, bro, imagine if that really happened.
We screwed.
And I was telling them, I was like, imagine this, you in the car with your homeboy, right? Let's say Caesar or whatever. You gotta think of how strong a chimp is. A chimp could literally carjack you with no gun. He open your door, get out. He can punch you in your face, probably punch your jaw off.
Like,
Like, what you gonna do if you in the passenger seat? You say, you better give me the keys. I ain't trying to get killed.
Here you go,
There you go.
Caesar.
There you go. Look,
Caesar is home.
Like,
Mister, your ape spoke. But yeah, you went and gave him medicine that made him even smarter than what he was, to where for generations to come, like, cause technically, bro, when the last one ended, they were saying like they got so far advanced, like the original Planet of the Apes, they had basically dominated the human race. I'm like,
if chips were that smart, they would 100% control us.
Man.
They're way stronger
Man,
than us.
AI wouldn't stand a chance.
They way stronger
you just see
than
a
us.
big ass gorilla come out of nowhere.
Yeah, we ain't even talk about like a gorilla. It's over with. He just gonna manhandle you. It's gonna be
He
terrible.
just gonna don't be driving. He just gonna look at the car. God, I got it.
Yeah, I ain't gotta say nothing. You know what I want.
Like-
Get out.
You remember, like y'all seen the movie Nope?
I ain't seen
I
it
ain't
yet.
seen that one.
Like-
I heard it wasn't that good.
It wasn't, but like the concept they had, like with like the chimpanzee, like they showed you can't control him. Like you have something that is not as big as you, and like I think for us humans, we really think that we can control a lot of things. Like yeah, we might can control some things, but when it comes down to nature, man, we ain't. You can keep an alligator or a crocodile in your house when they little, but when bro get big, like I learned, like
Out of control.
like when you get like boa constrictors and python with the ones that get big, bro, like, oh, I'm finna start sizing you up because you're starting to look real appetizing right now.
Right.
Like to me, like
Y'all
That's
heard
thing
about
that
the story?
separate us from animals. is
Y'all heard about the story
intelligence.
with his it wasn't a boa. I forget which python.
talk it with a lady,
Burmese python.
it with a lady, like she held it and like every night it lay with her.
No, it lay with her child. I think it was
Like
white.
bro, silent like that baby
Yeah,
looking.
I know what you was talking about.
Like
Yeah.
he'll say
laying
he'll
beside
say
you, and then they was talking about she took it to like the vet.
and thought
they
he
were
was sick, like he wouldn't eat
sick,
nothing.
He wouldn't eat nothing, and the vet was like, "Nah, he's preparing to eat you."
And he sizing you up every
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
Like, cause I learned like how you said like, yeah, we got to separate ourselves from animals for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, think about it. Like I remember like when you go to the aquarium and you see sharks and stuff, you thinking, oh, they look so. Man, I heard some weird people. Oh, that shark looks so cute. Like, man, okay, go in there, cut your finger. Go in there, go. That shark ain't cute no more because his senses go kick in. Like,
All you gonna hear is
he gonna go with nature. My nature is to bite everything.
like I'm curious. Like,
what that shark said from
If I-
Nemo. Ooh, that smells good.
hey, Bruce, whoever did that part was, cause like, so, oh, fish are friends, not soon that blood. Oh, I'm like, so he
That
just got a
smells
high.
good.
Like it was just, I think when we was in Florida, that was my first alligator encounter. Like it was like a baby one. Like it was at least maybe like 4 or 5 feet. I like some okay. I like some. If we're smart here, we would not throw anything. Here go children, eat this, eat that. I like some wild. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, this thing is bigger than y'all, and y'all feeding it. I like some okay. Then you can hear, you know, when the babies when they looking for their moment. We started hearing that noise. I like some. Then we screwed. I was like, because mama gonna come around this corner, and we all near the water. The children, eat this. They were feeding it goat and stuff. I'm like, oh gosh. I was like, so I don't know how we go. That was my first alligator encounter. People want to throw stuff in the water.
We too far out of tune with nature. Since we don't get outside with them, we don't understand.
Man.
Like, most people they ain't really had no real encounters with animals, so they don't know. Like, this motherfucker will really eat you. He'll really kill you.
Like, people take cats and dogs for granted. Like, since they so domesticated, they're thinking, oh, he's not,
Speaking of
oh,
dogs,
Max not going to bother me. Okay. Let Max find out how to jump that fence and Max got rabies. Max ain't gonna be thinking the same no more.
Man,
speaking of dogs, I don't know if you saw it on my story.
Yeah, the one that decided to hop the fence, hawk you down.
Well, actually, he didn't hop the fence. The fence was just like it was cut on the edge.
Ran on through it.
And the dog was literally just barking. I'm on the phone trying to order some tires from a car. All of a sudden, I just he ran up on me. Alright. It looked
What
to
kind
me.
of dog was it?
I think it was a golden retriever.
Oh, see, now he just wanted to play.
No, he didn't want to play because his tail
I
went
beat
wagging.
dogs up, so.
Hey,
I
look,
was quick. I was one swift away from hitting
when
with
it
the
comes to them type of situations,
yeah.
I will 100% beat your dog up.
But it didn't
that's
make
terrible.
Sense.
That's
It
terrible.
didn't make sense to me because I
You're not
scared
biting
it back.
Or you might bite me, but I'm gonna fuck your dog up.
Poor
Yeah,
dog.
I was about to fuck
Poor
that one
dog.
up. But yeah, it baffled me because he ran back to the fence in the little hole and still
He
barking.
was a retriever here. He want to play.
Yeah, you sound like a pit bull,
Want to be bad, but not bad.
Great Dane.
Yeah.
Ken Corso
Ooh,
But they actually got
might
it.
have been in trouble.
Ooh,
They
cause
got a
that's
Great
200
Dane.
pounds of just straight protector.
Now my neighbor, they actually got a Great Dane. This one just a calm. It hurt. It seen the dog running to the fence. It was like just running so slow. Like that's just the same human that always going down the driveway. Leave him alone.
No, I can't cross it. Like, hey, bro, you in my territory, so I need to teach you a lesson.
It sound like barking to you, but what he really saying is,
I will
I
bite
get to
you.
you.
I'm gonna bite your head off.
I'm gonna hurt you. What he
Cause
saying?
he like when I first heard about Cane Corso, they named it Thanos. I'm like, why would you name the one of the biggest dogs, one of the most feared villains in the MCU right now? He said, look, he said he might understand his voice, but if he come through that fence, Thanos might not recognize who this is. So give him a command. He said, sit, Thanos. He said, see, now let him smell you. He said, so now he understand who this is. I'm like, so when I learned that, cause I remember brought friends, I said, I want a Cane Corso now. She looked it up. She's like, no. Thompson, that's not a dog you want around little children. I said, but
well, it depends. You want to raise it with children.
I like if you raise it with children. I like so ain't nobody gonna break in this house and be stupid.
Yeah.
I like so you can come in, give me your money. Hey Zeus, I'm gonna name it Tiny. They gonna think it's a little dog. Hey Tiny, oh.
Ken Corso's they all business.
Now I think one of my coworkers, he want me to move in with him. He got a Cane Corso.
Okay, he gonna take some time for that dog to get used to you.
Better get introduced.
Yeah,
Cause if not,
cause he said it'll sniff out like who it like first, then it'll just slowly get comfortable with her. Cause the last person he rented the house to, she liked the dog, but the dog didn't like her.
Yeah, dogs got like this amazing, like dogs have like this sixth sense that's like,
they can sense your energy.
Man, like there's a video like this dog was able to pick up something from the wood that was not friendly, and the owner's like, "Come on, man, like come on." The dog just sitting there looking in the woods the whole time. I learned like I used to think when dogs did this, like I thought they were just turning their head. No, they turn their head to see if they can hear it better.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just learned something new about a dog, and I've seen so many dogs do that where they'll stay at the tree line.
Their ears, if you really notice, their ears are down,
and then like they turn it. And lift the ear up.
Lift their little ear up.
I'm like, man.
My dog do that all the time. He be like,
in my head, I'm like, I be thinking, what did you think about, bro? Like, nah, bro, I heard.
That's what it look like. It look like they thinking like, huh?
Nah, I heard something. You ain't hear it?
Dog was like, okay, I got something for that.
Be like Craig from Friday. You ain't hear that?
Cause it'd be funny like when my dogs be in the backyard and like I be messing with them. I would like knock on the window and they be sitting there. He'll look.
I heard somebody.
And you know what I didn't think actually worked? A dog whistle.
Oh, but it'll drive the right dog.
I didn't think it worked.
Did you do it on Dog Brother Man?
I did it on one of my dogs. One of my it was years ago when I had a German Shepherd.
Can do everything better. They can hear, smell. I don't think they can see better than us.
No, just about
hear and smell better than us.
But that sense of smell is amazing. Like especially when you get in the way they can hunt a certain animal. I mean, like when people like when Granddad when he used rabbit hunting, he'll let them smell like southern. They just get to smelling the ground. They just get to walking, tail just to wagging. Then when they stop, that's he sees something nice. Cause that's how a cat like if cat would just take you hunting, like it's amazing. Like wait, he hears something. He hears something. We just gotta follow him now. Like they're running raccoon up a tree. They're running rabbit into a corner where the other two just waiting on it. They said, you better hurry up and get it before that dog get to it. He said, why? He said, because that dog can tear it apart. I was like, and my granddad used to have rabbits in cages so he could train like the little puppies. The rabbit like, let me stand next to the rabbits are smart. Like, let me stand next to you because your scent is stronger than mine. He just breathed. I've never heard a rabbit breathe before, but he's like, dog said, I moved my foot just a little bit. The rabbit took off running. Dawson. I'm like, bro, whoa, wait a minute. Then I hear, that's what they say when they get attacked. They sound like something hollering. I said, help it do something. My granddad like, no, he just learning.
You can't sympathetic with that.
I was little. I'm like, help the rabbit. I'm like, help the rabbit do something. No, my granddad said, nah, the rabbit gotta learn to be more quiet or something. I'm like, that's so messed up. He said, that's the circle of life. That's the law of nature. But us as humans, think about it. It's animals like bobcats, cougars that do the same thing. They're like David. This actually, when y'all left, when we were leaving, David said he seen two big coyotes on the other side of the fence just chilling.
I didn't even know coyotes was dangerous like that. Yeah,
he said he's like because they'll eat the trash out the trash can. You know, we were walking out. I said, "Don't look like somebody went through the trash." That was them. And I said, "Oh, there's food in here." So like they went back out there with nothing. Like they wait till nobody out there. Cause I've heard someone. When I walked in my car. I have literally heard some.
The day we had hip y'all move.
Not here, but at work.
Oh,
I was gonna ask you what you. I seen you lurking.
Oh yeah, he just said the same. I seen Greg going to Walmart. I was like, let me just holler at old Greg when I come back through. Talk to Greg. Then migrated to Keisha. Went from Keisha to Quan. Quan saw me like, he was like, hey, you coming back? Hell no, I ain't coming back.
That's what I thought when I seen you. I was like, oh, he must be coming back.
I like some brother man don't came back. I'm like they let him back. I like some he gonna have to do a lot of explaining to Keisha why he
because I did put in, but I ain't never hear nothing back.
Oh, Keisha ain't going for that.
No, I mean she said it's up to HR. I said whatever you said to HR.
She probably don't care for real.
Yeah, she knows
it's whatever she said to HR.
Yeah, whatever married them to. Yeah, I have learned, man. We are out of.
I was supposed to call her. Dang, stuff about that.
But you know what's funny though? Do you know that I think it's Bobcat. You know they have a cry like a baby.
I hate them things because I've actually heard it.
It's a lot of animals learn how to mimic humans and stuff like that.
And as long as it ain't no skinwalker, I'm good.
I still don't believe those are true.
Okay. Believe that you want to. Believe that if you want to.
I don't know. I ain't never seen it. I don't, you know. I don't
You
be
never
believing-
seen like clips of like people saying like we believe this is a skinwalker, like from their eyes. Man, I heard stories, and then like when I heard like the bobcat make the noise, I'm like this is too close to. It literally sounded like a woman crying.
Yeah, cause it was like.
But they say animals can do that.
I'm like
animals just learn to do that. Like animals that.
I'm like, bro is out here really trying to lure me to come. Cause my first reaction was, let me see what's wrong with this lady. Like the first thought, think about where you at. You in the middle of nowhere, and that's in the woods, and you hearing this.
Woods to be.
Cause I was literally in bed, like it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just now dozing off. All I heard was,
oh yeah,
what the?
Don't,
6 o'clock in the morning, nobody there in the house, quiet, and I'm in the backwoods.
You gotta get snatched up, boy.
I'm looking out my window like, and then
carrying you like some books. Chasing.
I got me one. I got me a
And then
brother
the
man
sound-
this time.
And then the sound got
Jeepy
loud.
Creepers doing that. That was that one.
But the sound got louder and louder till I can literally hear it like outside my window.
I
kid you not.
he wanted something in that house. He wanted one of y'all in that house.
I kid you not, brother man. I looked out the window. Bobcat was looking dead in my eye.
Big one.
It was like 10 feet away.
I'm
But
like,
it was walking up. But as soon as I looked up, it looked up.
That's all, man.
I'm like,
So you trying to get 8? Trying to get 8 out here? Come on outside.
You look like some good KFC. Human edition.
you look good.
Right.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get some Popeyes.
Louisiana cookie.
Yes.
Louisiana kitchen.
Look at that chicken from Popeyes.
I like this episode.
I did too. It's been
It's
like
it's like a freestyle episode.
Freestyle, yeah.
Freestyle.
Say it's like a freestyle.
I like that.
very much freestyle.
But brother man,
Brother man.
brother man.
You gotta throw that laugh in there. Yeah.
You know, like the funniest part about that, like my fiance, her brother, is like, so they try to mimic that so bad.
Yeah.
Like, they try to get the laugh, they never get it right.
Yeah.
I like
Every time I watch an episode, that's what I was like that. I like that.
I like some brother man.
He do that little ha ha.
Like, and I'm like, brother. I'm like, tell my daughter, like you can sit here and tell your uncle that you met brother man in real life. I saw brother man in real life, and you did it. I like, ooh, wow, she literally does that like to a T. Cause like, some
And
shit
when she
like,
first saw me, she said, "Hey, brother man." I'm like, so y'all don't put her on the brother man game now?
yep, she know who brother man is.
She know you.
Like, but that laugh is like, cause every time I hear it, I'm like, I'm waiting for it. Ha ha, like, yeah, there we go.
I hear that every time I'll be watching them.
People like, why y'all be so loud and so? They thought, no, they're like, no, they like, you can be loud. I'm like, explain. They're like your intro and everybody who is trying to do it, it'd be so funny. What's going on, YouTube? I'm like, okay, I get it. I do be loud.
Because I'm like a part of it, I'll be expecting it. So it's not, I guess it's not.
And we gotta warn everybody else and like, please cover your right ear.
Oh no, see, I'm gonna give them a break the rest of the season, but in season 4, I'm coming back stronger than ever. It's just that I know I'm probably going, if y'all don't be quiet, no, you told me I can have my own room, so I'm gonna do what I want in my room. So and then I get cussed out when y'all leave.
But oh yeah, I shouted out.
None of that.
I shouted out Elevate the Show during my orientation at work, and about 5 people probably subscribed.
Ain't no problem. They did. It's a lot of people like when we did the episode last time. I like, so you do realize that episode got 1.4K views. Oh man, me and the homies, we gotta come on the show. Hold on, wait now. That's a feeder sitting next to the 3 of us now. Like, so cause Ty, we look at McCree, say how much it cost? $100. $100? Yeah, because you're asking me to come on. So I said, if I ask you, I said that's the trick. A lot of y'all. I said, if I ask you, you ain't got to. But if you ask me, I mean, I got to take time out my day. I got to call I got to call the other 2 hosts. Like, so they might be doing something that day. I like, so matter of fact, that's 300. Because that's 100 for each of us.
Damn.
100. I like, so it might be 500 to sit next to me, 1,000 sitting next to Lydell, and 2,000 sitting next to Brother Man.
Christ.
Sitting there talking some 100. You lucky it's 100 right now.
Tell them to finance it.
I'm like, look, you could do Klarna for easy payment, $25. Then Klarna hit you with, you got to pay a little bit more today, so the other payments will be a little bit cheaper. That ain't no bad did. I'm over here thinking about this. How many guests you say you bringing? I'm bringing the whole gang. That's sound about 10. I'm like, man, we done made $1,000 for the day. We split for the three of us. We good. But like that little kid, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
How in the world did y'all get this? Look, they asked could they be on the show. I told them, I said, we'll come to you. I said, nah, that's gas money you owe me, him, and him. I said, that's 100 plus gas.
Speaking of gas money, I need.
Man, what?
Good.
You know it went back down.
It went right back up too. It went $2.99 Friday. It was $3.09 Sunday. I said, bro,
It was $3.09 when I got some.
that was the day.
Last night.
Oh, that meant it did go back.
Now that I think about it, man, I really don't pay attention. I probably need to. I really don't be like, I just be like, I'm gonna get this premium and then just go with that.
Cause they credit the premium now.
Ooh, yeah, you gotta get premium. I don't.
I do.
Y'all, yeah, y'all's a little bit more than mine.
What you got?
A little accurate.
See,
there.
Cause I could put any of the 3 in there, but I just put the unleaded one just on 10 nothing up. That one burned out. Quick.
I've been putting premium in it since I had it, so I was just like, I ain't going.
Your car just know what it is now. One time I just didn't hit the premium on accident. I moved I was pulling it and it hit the button. I said, cancel. That thing was still little. I said, I guess I got to put it in here.
Just higher octane,
It made me
burn
feel,
slow.
it made me feel like my car got a gas leak in it. Cause as soon as I put the gas in there, it gone like halfway in 3 days. And I just
So
go
that's
to work.
3 days.
I just go to work and it's at half a tank.
Yeah, but how far you drive?
Like
If I fill up, I
from-
can do probably about 4 days.
Yeah, I just drive from like Morgan County to Monroe. They're like 30 minutes. 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. But like, I swear to God, I burned through premium gas like I'm riding on unleaded gas.
Doggone.
Cause when I first got that car, I put unleaded in it. I burnt through it in like a day.
Okay, we didn't go get the race car gas then.
Might as well. Being there, I'm really being there like a child. Cause somebody said
I
that.
like the queen.
Somebody said that you already got that. You drive like you more like a queen, don't you?
Okay.
And that red too.
Okay. Do that if you want to.
And it got sport mode though.
Okay. I learned when y'all seen the new Prius? It got a new body to it. Like the other, it look all like if you look across the street, it don't look like that anymore. It looks ferocious. Like it looked like it has.
That's like
That's the first thing they needed to do is just make it look more. Everybody really going with sporty looking cars.
Now that I seen that one, give me a Prius. I decided, but I said okay, I'm gonna go for give me a Prius. So now I know
Your insurance gonna be sky high.
No, it's not.
Your car insurance.
No, it's not. Not for me. I'm a good driver. Let me tell it. Let somebody else tell it. I be nervous in the car with you. Hey. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault people can't drive. But when I saw that, I said, yo, I'm getting that car. I'm getting that Prius. Because it looks more sporty. I like some. The other Prius, it just looked like a Prius. It looked like a tow.
That's what a lot of people say they don't like about Camaros now. It's getting more sporty. Like I used to get a lot of dealerships that hit me up. They're like, yeah, we want your car, because they don't have those models. Like I think my model is like one of the last like muscle car looking. Because if you look at like when Quez had one,
Oh, it's that on.
yeah, his looks sporty, it's sleeker.
Other than that, brother men. You see,
Brother men.
brother men. You see,
Brother man.
so you got brother man, and then you got L. You got
Brother A.
you got brother.
That's what he said. I knew he was gonna say
You got brother L. And see, on the last video before I close, you see, we said the brother L get 5 likes. We got to make sure that last video got 33 likes. Never got to make a shirt. I already know I got to make it. Just got to do a big old L and the little man sitting on the A.
Yeah. Galaxy head or Saturn or whatever.
Oh yes. But other than that, brother man, brother
He
A,
like saying that.
brother man,
It just roll off the tongue.
yeah, brother man. So because we ain't got no soul system on the show, technically we do.
And
That-
I had.
That's gonna be a
I
show.
don't know if she want to be on the show, but she asked, do y'all have any females on the show?
You know we gotta bring that through, right?
Yeah.
You know we gotta bring that through.
Because when I mentioned it at work, she was the first person to subscribe to the show. She's like, oh, this what y'all talking about? She listened to it on break. She's like, I like what y'all talking about.
I think it would be good to have a female just to
different
depending on what the
perspective.
topic is. Perspective.
And then she said it too. It also depends on the topic because she liked how we bounce around.
Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the rope. We just bell back and forth with topics. This was a freestyle.
Because I think that's what Joe Rogan. We're not Joe Rogan. That's what Joe Budden do.
Well,
I can dig it.
I can too. So many things.
I'm gonna figure out if I want to go to Popeyes. I'm literally about to go home and drive past Popeyes to then get on Uber Eats
And then order Popeyes.
and then bring that shit to me. I don't want to sit in the line. I want to talk to y'all.
Yeah.
Give me my